Good evening, everyone. Welcome in. It's about time we jump into, well, it would be Warframe, but it seems they're overrunning with the Devstream longer than expected. So how about we tune in to see where they're at with that, shall we? I thought this was supposed to be an hour Devstream, but they're still going on with Warframe, aren't they? Okay. Welcome in, everybody. I guess we're going to catch the tail end of this. I would have streamed the whole Devstream, but, well, time zones. Of course, they were an hour ahead of me for a moment, or an hour faster than the UK.
Don't worry, I turned on God mode, Scott.
Good idea. I turned them down just slightly because they are a bit loud today. Bud, how are you doing today? Welcome in, my dude. Oh my word.
I'm a little teapot.
Indeed you are now. Unholy Moondog, thank you very much for subscribing onto 12 months. You hit the full pot, my dude. Cheers on that, indeed. Oh. Cheers, indeed.
Get him.
I'm surprised they're going over time. Yeah, they always do. They always do. It's just unfortunate how time zones have worked out, as I say. At the moment, for those of you missing out on the Devstream or have missed out on the Devstream, they're showing off actually a bit of Warframe stuff, or at least work in progress. Which, I'll be honest, I'm surprised they're showing anything at this early stage. I'm really surprised they're showing anything to us about it. I figured they'd have wanted to do, you know, a bit more of a robust version. But hey, as they said themselves moments before I went live here,
good job.
They wanted to show the community what they're working on.
Right? Never.
Warframe's going Dark Souls route. Soulframe is separate from Warframe.
Busy. That was taking a look
same
at
kind of teams of people.
Yeah, right.
Some crossover of the peoples there, but it's still different.
I'm crying.
You chug beer.
I am chugging beer.
He's doing it for me.
Throughout the Devstream for the hour that I've not been streaming,
so you can see a lot
they
more
must be
of that
going
at
over
TennoCon.
memory lane of the last
Yes,
year.
please come to TennoCon and see more.
And there's much more to build on that. But
Yeah.
There you
They're
go,
asking,
Dave
is there
33.
story? Is
They haven't
there-
given us one yet.
And all that is, you know,
Of course.
you just wait.
Yes.
They haven't given us one just yet, but we'll see.
Let's do,
We'll see.
before we
Oh,
jump
no
into our
problem.
last
Yeah.
little bit of the stream here.
Yeah, the only
let's do
relation to
Hildren
that is
Prime
that
Access.
it's made by the same team,
Oh,
Digital
yeah,
Extremes.
okay.
That's
The
it.
big
That's the
five.
entire relation.
I can't keep
Well,
up.
now we're gonna do
I
some
can't keep
Hildren.
up. I'm already over time.
we want some. Are we over time?
We are indeed
3 or
over
4.
time.
Some big strengths.
Big girl. I need a big girl. Hildren Prime Access. Who is it?
It's
children?
true hegemony.
True hegemony.
Hegemony.
True hegemony.
True hegemony.
True hegemony.
Congratulations.
Isn't
you
it
won
weird? Do they
Hildren
often
Prime
struggle with
Access.
names
This
where
was
they
the
really
Warframe
shouldn't
channel
struggle?
you're watching right now. It's
It
Indian on
might
platforms
just
like
be me. I know I
Warframe,
struggle
we'll
with
get
some
you.
usernames as well.
Your
I
Hildren
swear they on the Devstream they struggle with usernames
I
a
know.
little
Wild.
bit
Just
wait for
more
who's
than I would
next.
expect.
Honestly,
Cheers.
yeah. Hildren looks just awesome.
Appreciate it.
I'm going to do. We're going to do videos first. And
Evening,
then if
Clay,
I
how
feel
you
like
doing?
doing some live gameplay, we will. Just because why not end it off on?
Do it live.
Oh, you're gonna
do
Yeah, we're doing more live.
Yeah, we're gonna do more live
let's
gameplay.
be as-
but before that,
Oh.
obviously, Deviri Paradox is our next major update for
Yes.
Warframe. So we're gonna show you some never
Yes.
before seen things we're working on for the update because it's coming in April. We're working very hard on it, and there's things to show.
Yeah,
I don't know if you have more though.
I do just like a little
People
bit
read
more.
the
We are also
zeros
going
and
to
O
do a
on your own side of
Reddit
Malik?
AMA in
I see.
April.
I
for
can
the
see
Deviri
the O there.
Paradox. So if you do have any questions, thank you, Helen.
Oh, they've got an AMA
Deviri,
coming up.
We'll announce when that's going to be, who's going to be on it.
I'm sorry to hear that,
so
Flo.
Team,
I hear
and
things are
come
rough.
armed with your Deviri Paradox questions. And
Is
we
AMA trademarked?
I don't guess so.
Yeah, it looks like it.
That seems.
It is
No.
not.
dubious.
R.
Not
R
quite
Warframe.
sure. Maybe
Yeah.
Reddit is
R
perfect.
means-
Reddit has registered it.
It doesn't
I
mean much, does it?
guess.
Wait, no. Wait.
Okay, so we'll talk all things.
it
the
R
very
or
paradox.
TM?
Yeah, we'll talk all
That's
things
the
of Very
meaning.
Paradox.
No,
And I
wait,
think
TM I
just
think
a
is
quick
meaning
reminder
R
as
is the
well about
important
Very
one.
Paradox is it is going to be a mainline update. And if you're kind of familiar with how those work,
It's a thing.
we go a little bit hands
Also,
down.
yeah, I didn't set
dark
the
mode
raffle going,
when
did I?
we're doing our mainlines.
I wasn't exactly sure
updates,
where
so you're
we're
not going
at
to
with
see
the
red text
Devstream,
for a
but
little bit,
we
no
go.
hotfixes for a little bit as we
Now you can do
are
your
fully
tickets
heads down home
for
stretch
the,
for
Platinum
Very
raffle.
Paradox. We will obviously be still looking at the live build, see if there's any issues that can be fixed into Very Paradox build. But the next time you see red text and probably 51 plus pages of patch notes,
God.
That'll be for.
it'll be.
Have we
in
announced the
April.
date yet? No.
No.
We haven't. Okay.
Oh. Next time we
April.
see
They know
red
it's
text, they
April.
say.
Oh, they know it's April.
They know it's
okay,
April,
okay.
yeah.
April 1st.
Sheldon. Stop that. But we do have.
Next
do you
thing
want
we
to
see is red
deck
text,
the
apparently.
Yeah, I wanted to just show you some other
Say Nimmer.
gameplay for the
New
Say
enemy.
Nimmer, thank you very much
New
for
enemy,
subscribing
one
with
unit
your
we didn't
Prime.
show
Welcome
in
to the channel proper.
our video, not video, our gameplay last Devstream.
Enjoy your lovely
which was
blue
also in
badge, your
March.
remote
So
to
like
access
3
to
weeks
support the
ago when you
lounge,
got your first
and
look at
no
Duviri,
more
we
ads
showed
here
you
on Twitch
some
for you.
combat, and I wanted to show you one of the new enemies that we've been working on. The team has done a really great job of the mounted Dax unit is what the internal name is. So I wanted to show you a video of some. This is just me sort of strafing around.
And as
This
well,
is one
Poitos
of
one.
the,
Thank you very much for subscribing with
Thrax's
Prime as well.
loyalist,
That's now 6 months,
soldiers. The
Poitos.
mounted Dax
You got yourself
unit
the
will be
golden
one
badge.
that
Love it.
is, part of your encounters. There will be some
Cheers to both of
counterplay
you,
for
absolutely.
you. You'll be able to
That is amazing.
Yeah.
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 Sick.
So this is I'm just kind of showing
I mean,
off
that
all
looks
the
a little bit
animations and
catastrophic,
moves
just
and
fireballs
context.
raining
Not really
down,
going
yeah.
And that skybox. Come on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
So this is
That
something
certainly looks
that
a little
as
bit
you're
less
playing
friendly
through
than the other bits
Paradox,
of
maybe one of
gameplay
your
we've seen so
mission
far.
steps in your daily quest is going to be you got to take down this enemy. So you and
Good luck.
Yeah. And I actually
All right.
Why aren't you fighting him live?
okay, just to,
Wait.
first of all,
100 map, that's going good. Hope it's going well for yourself
I
as
saw a
well.
video.
yeah, I have a different video, a meme video. I thought it was funny. I got my ass handed
I will
to
be
me
surprised if
when I
there's a
was trying to
hotfix
do,
on
like, a
April
clean
1st, I'll be
capture.
honest.
So Helen, I know you
I'd be
have that
surprised.
one there as well, which is not my best show for gameplay, it's important that the
that's
community
cool.
gets to see that
Oh,
one.
what are you
But
planning,
maybe I'll
Addy?
pull it
What are you
up.
planning?
I'm ready. Meme first.
Oh, we're gonna show Rebecca getting owned.
Is this
Yeah.
is this
Oh.
a fail
This
attempt?
is the failure. So this was me really trying to get a sense of like, okay, I can survive this. Laser horse, fire horse.
A laser horse that
And
slams
then
its hooves into
things
the ground
fall
and create
apart very
multiple
quickly for
fireballs
me.
is really quite something.
Right around this point, where that first I didn't dodge the AOE, and then I didn't dodge
that's
that
the
AOE,
mount.
and then I didn't dodge that. And then my drifter burns to death.
Oh my god.
Wow, that, yeah. Okay, so that's very...
Not my best moment.
I'm definitely getting
I
a Souls
tried,
vibe there
but
in that
it could
one
happen
mistake
to
kind of
you.
leads to just
It could happen to
death.
anyone.
Yeah.
That was
And
very
then I wanted
Souls,
to show
wasn't it?
you one of the things we've talked about since we showed Duviri at TennoCon. We are going to
Yes,
be
they
releasing
did say that about
today's
Ember,
boss
didn't they?
fight with this against the Oro Worms, and I wanted to show you a little bit of footage of that, and then I'll do it live as well. So this is me at the end of my.
Oh wait, you're gonna do this live though.
I know, but this is.
Yeah.
Meh.
Do live.
Do it live.
Come on, go live.
Don't show
Kill the video.
No,
Kill
no.
the video. Kill the video. Kill the video.
I'm
so sorry, Helen.
All right. Okay. This is live
Live,
gameplay
live,
now.
live,
All right.
live.
Now. Okay. If anything
Live.
goes wrong, blame Sheldon.
Yep.
I'm ready for gameplay.
There
Is
you
the
go.
sound up? So this is me playing
here we
live.
go.
I'm jumping.
Just to prove that it's live.
So as you can see, I have a very recognizable weapon that belongs to a certain Dax, and this
Yeah,
is phase
obvious.
1 of the fight. And I'm gonna have to catch up to this Oro Worm. So.
Oh.
Go for that.
Okay, all right,
This
that
is
didn't
definitely
work
very
so well.
spoilery.
But I can do it.
You got this.
This is live gameplay, so there's nothing
Warframe
to
decided to
possibly
come multiple
go wrong.
games into one. I mean, we already have Flappy Bird.
Oh.
Not to
So
mention
here I got my speed boost.
a Warframe
so how am I
fighting
going to
game.
take this Oro Worm down is the question, of course, without getting hit by
We have
meteors. This is very
Urali
good.
Hawk Pro
Now
Skater.
that we're in range, let's see what we can do here with this angry Oro Worm. Ah!
Yeah.
Can jump onto
Yeah.
the side of it.
Sick.
So I'm gonna have to do my best here to not get hit by the rings, figure out what I can. Oh!
Not get hit by the rings like that.
Do my very best, she says.
Yeah. So
Not get hit by the
needless
rings,
to
she
say,
says.
We are really busy making a.
Look at this thread.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Yeah, we have a very big boss fight coming.
Oh yeah.
Very excited for this to be something that y'all can play. The team's been working super hard on it,
Very
and
hard.
we are
This is
very,
really
very,
gonna be
very
quite
excited
something,
to get
isn't it?
this in your hands. In Devir Paradox, this is something that you'll be playing and flying around. A team of 4 will be trying to bring down the Aura Worm. And this is phase 1 of the fight, and phase 2 will be something that you can see, closer to when we're live. But it's going to take some coordination to. I don't know if I can do it.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
This is amazing. I can't wait.
That's so
In April.
wild.
Yeah.
And there's a couple mechanics here to get the dragon perhaps a little bit more, and
Get them ready.
Soft
You're
one
not
up.
going to show. You're not going to show too much.
no, I'm not going to show anymore. I'm just
Oh
gonna.
my God! Look at that, Scott.
Yeah.
Just
The
holding off
scale
on
and everything's
giving
so
away
cool.
too much,
Yeah,
obviously.
it really is.
There's only phase 1. That's what they said, yeah,
I can
Chucky.
change the mood right now to show you a
This
different
particular
one. But anyway,
fight,
so
it's
this is
supposed
just
to
a
be
little
phase
bit of
one.
live gameplay.
Change the mood. Change the mood.
Do it.
No.
How do you do it?
Do it.
Force me to.
Don't tease like that. Let's
Yeah.
try to land. Oh, you almost did a
I
running
think it
land.
might. I'll try. This isn't something that happens in the real game, so
Okay.
this.
Oh, you're just doing this for fun.
Yeah, this is just for fun.
There you go.
Yeah, so-
He's happy now.
He's
Yeah.
happy
it's a
now.
happy
Yeah, there you go.
Happy dragon.
Just quick dev hacks change the mood.
Yep. So.
It's not time of day.
Finally adding grappling hooks. I mean, we already have
Motion of
Valkyrie.
day.
That's so cool.
So some
So,
days
you
he'll
know.
be happy, some days he'll be angry, and it's up to you to take the dragon down in each of those days.
And this is kind of his most peaceful form.
Yeah.
Being totally honest.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Well, 10 years
damn,
of
right.
Warframe, and this is where we're. This is.
Oh, damn.
I hit a speed boot. Oh no! Oh no!
Spoiler! Quick! Turn it off.
They accidentally made a spoiler.
Helen was quick as
Extra
quick.
spoiler.
That's good.
Wait, Helen, come back for 1 second.
Oh,
Oh.
Horse on
Love
horse.
this.
Horse
Redemption
on
time.
horse. This is
Love
live
this.
gameplay.
Let's
so
go.
This is.
don't get your ass kicked.
I'll get my ass kicked for sure.
Live horse on
We just
horse.
that's it. That's enough. Don't
So we've had PvE,
There's the
we've
dragon in the
got PvP,
background.
now we've got
Lot of
HVH.
happening.
Horse v
Yeah.
horse.
Hey, remember you pushed her to do
I
it
know.
live.
now I have to. Now I'm like, okay, come back, come back.
Yeah, look, I can get him. Oh no!
But can you?
No, probably not.
No.
Oh, laser.
Laser horse.
Laser horse. All right.
All right.
All right.
Let's-
All right.
Thanks,
Whew.
Helen.
All right, cut for real.
Timing. that shows that the encounters work. That's actually great.
Yeah, I
that means
know.
that the encounters.
You're QAing
I'm
it
so
right now.
happy. You have no idea.
Watching
my
the build
God.
get tested.
Yeah, I'm so happy right now. You have no idea.
So happy that they
All right.
discovered it
We've
was
reached the end
actually
of our
working.
stream, guys.
Oh,
Platinum
wow.
prize. Platinum prize. We got a few more
No.
to do.
Really?
Hildren.
We
did
one.
one.
Did we do enough platinum prize? Helen said we're not up.
We're supposed to do 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
wait.
okay, let's do another
6.
platinum prize,
Okay, one
shall
more
we?
They still want to do
All right,
more
guys,
flat
it's been
prize.
10 years.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
it's felt like it.
It's felt like 10 years. This stream has felt like 10 years.
Whoa.
Just kidding.
Can't wait for Warframe to
winner
become
is
a
the
card
Ivory
game.
Kitty.
What do we put onto our weapons and
Oh.
Warframes again?
Yeah, Ivory Kitty. Please whisper the Warframe Twitch channel you're watching right now, the in-game analysis platform.
Starting to think
Warframe will
those
get you
mod cards might
1,000
have clued us in a bit
platinum.
there.
Are we done? Are we done with platinum?
How many was that, Helen?
They said themselves earlier in the dev stream they had a bit
All
of
right, let's do
inspiration
another one.
from
Oh,
card
God.
We're
games.
doing 10. All right, guys.
We're doing
hopes
10?
and dreams
This is
for the
coming
next
out-
10 years.
Sheldon's
Hopes and
paying for
dreams.
this.
Also
wait.
inspired-
I gotta check.
Hopes and dreams for the next 10
Hopes
years.
and dreams for the next 10 years.
all kinds of bits and
This one
pieces
is
just
for
coming into
Ruben
Warframe.
Cho
It's really
88.
a
All right.
Ruben.
pot of everything.
Show
Big fan, Ruben.
88. Yep.
Just survive Devir. Yep. Is that your
Yeah,
goal?
my goal is to survive Deviri.
It is. It is
the
a
next 10
pretty.
years.
Yeah, for the next 10 years.
It's a pretty big update.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, yeah. Here's to 10
So they want
years.
elements of card
See you
games
at
at
10
some
o'clock.
point.
Here's 10 more years.
10
See you
o'clock.
10
Yeah, they
o'clock. August
took in
26th here,
consideration
London,
the,
Ontario. Tickets going on sale.
combination
Physical
aspects that
tickets.
can happen as well.
April
April
1st.
1st.
Children.
5th.
April 5th
Earth. Yeah.
at 2 p.m.
Oh.
Do you have to give away the keyboard, or does it go with the headset?
It's all one thing.
One bundle.
This
It's
is
all
for-
one giveaway.
This is for Mr. Roboto. He
Mr.
won this.
Roboto won it. Wow, I'm so impressed you remembered the name. I didn't even remember that.
I mean, granted, I didn't remember.
He remembers
but I
every
don't
winner
have to.
from every stream.
It's true.
Keep a list.
Especially the inappropriate ones. So that's the end of our 10-year anniversary stream, guys.
Any hopes and dreams? It's been a while since you guys been on the couch.
Hopes
Nice.
and dreams is to
All
never
right,
have
well.
to do a live play demo.
Surprise 10th
Yeah, you mean you do it
anniversary
for 10
dev
years.
stream.
For 10 years, yes.
It's
This
only
will
been
be the
a
one,
very
Yep.
my blood pressure is
interesting trip down there.
That's the beer, sir.
Obviously, I've
people
not
were
streamed the
commenting on
entirety
how
of
good
it.
I
I
was.
could only
Like when we came back, the
Time
concentration.
zones.
It's
Yeah.
a
Gotta
lot of
love
work
it.
to
Live.
do.
Everyone got
They
to see
like
my
savings,
gamer face
gotta
and
love
everything.
Yeah. I could
There
tell.
we go.
I could tell there's some points where you're like, this is going on.
Can't
too
wait for
long.
Warframe to be my deck builder.
Time
I
to
mean,
die.
from what we've heard of Duviri
Hopes and
from
dreams,
what
I don't
we've
know, 10 more, I
heard,
guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
10
be
more.
here
10
in
more would be amazing.
10 more years.
watch
Yeah.
this
Very
space.
grateful for
You know?
everyone who's supported
Watch
us.
this
Lots of people in
space.
chat were
Yeah.
You enjoying the
I say
nostalgia?
that. Some find the concept to StarCraft like versus
they've been with
Warframe.
us for that long, and thank you very much.
Oh, you mean the RTS style? I was going to say,
now they
like,
got to
we've
see the
already got, you know,
Yes.
Yeah.
And if
laser
you-
swords
Thanks for
and
joining us, and we hope you stick around.
Yep, Warframe is a dream come true.
Mind control
The
stuff,
best,
we've
the
already
team
got,
here are
say,
amazing, best in class. Everyone
industrial
watching from the
group and a
studio,
very
thank
techie
you for
group and then a
everything
very
you do. Thank you,
infested
Megan, for
group.
gracefully taking over
Thank you,
all
Megan.
the cat wrangling.
And for the shirts.
And
Yeah. And the shirts, the beautiful gifts.
I'll burn that shirt, but thank you.
You won't burn it. I expect you to wear it.
2024 from Warframe dating sim. Oh,
Aw,
good God.
thank you,
I will
Scott.
too.
That's why Scott's my favorite. Of the
Wow.
I mean,
guys.
clearly they're going to announce that.
Saved it.
All the guys, all the guys. Thank you so much for watching. We actually are going to send everyone over to the Warframe International stream because they're streaming some Warframe over there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Espanol!
Espanol, sí.
Yep.
Sí. Thank you so much for
Jovnica.
watching Devstream 169, our 10-year anniversary. Remember, we have alerts
Cheers.
for the next 10 weeks. We have booster weekends and TennoCon 2023, August 26th in
All right,
person.
well,
we'll see
with
you there,
that
hopefully.
then-
Thank you so much for watching, and until then, see
As
you
soon
in
as they
Veery.
finish wrapping up,
See you in
Bye,
Veery.
guys.
we'll drop off that. 'Cause we
Bye.
don't need to go on over to, that's the end of that. We don't need to pop on over to the international side of things. Absolutely not. Nothing against them, it's just we don't need to have a stream that I can't actually understand the language of. So yeah, we'll skip the heading on over to Brazil for now.
Oh my god!
Wait, are they here? Kengineer.
Nazami, if you did that just a little bit sooner, you could have fooled everyone with that one. You could have really fooled everyone. All the same, I still love that soundbite. I really do. Alright then, let's get the background music back on. We no longer have the dev stream in the background. There we are. Fill that space between the words, as I say it. There we are. Alrighty. A dev stream. A Devstream 169. They barely made any kind of reference to the fact that it's 13 squared, but there you are. I guess not everyone notices those kinds of things, just by the by. How's my day? My day has been good. Got the a video up and live, in case any of you missed that. I put out a new video about citrine here. In fact, this is the very same citrine and Stephalos that was in the thumbnail for said video that's just gone live. Talking about the changes that D have made to the drop rates in Mirror Defense. Make sure you do check that out. It's literally only a 5-minute video, so, you know, make sure you check it out. I literally thought, oh look, 13 squared. See, some people do the same as me. You see the numbers and your brain just kind of goes, did you know about that number? By the way, fun fact, it just appears in my head at the same time. Did they mention anything about crossplay and cross-save? Crossplay is already here. So, no. Technically, yes, they did mention at some point that one of the guys was holding a Switch. He was the hand model for holding the Switch. So I guess technically, pretty much no. There's no info on it. Deviri, I kind of liked it because it's not been out yet. So we'll just have to see what it is when it arrives. I mean, I am excited for it. I'm interested to see how it all plays. But again, we just have to wait and see. We just have to wait and see. Mind if I join Sortie and Hunt? I do not mind whatsoever. In fact, let's switch this over to a suitable mode. Let's bring in Zom. Excuse me. Let's bring in Witherfang. Wonderful. And that does mean we have got one more spot available for as and when we jump into today's sortie. And that is today an Exterminate with Radiation Hazard. We've got an Exterminate with Expert Stronghold and then a Rescue Sniper only. Is it me or is this going to be a really quick sortie? I mean, wow, yeah, let's go for that. And speaking of quick, Arathral seems to be really shocked at having picked Gauss. Alright, Gauss it is. Let's do a Gauss run. Do I have a Tenet Agenda stat stick build? Looking one for my new Cora. It doesn't matter about it being Tenet Agendas, it's just a stat stick. So for that, yes, absolutely. Check out my Cora guide over on YouTube. I believe !Cora should link you to that. I go through the stat stick for Cora as well. It's stat stick which will work very powerfully for you. Putting it onto the Tenet Agendas doesn't really change anything. It's still just going to work. Can you join? You can join by doing !join in the chat. That tells you how to send me message in game. If you don't know how to do that, it is first come, first serve. Did !Cora... Oh, wait. Yeah, Chocodika beat you to the point. The bot doesn't double post. Bot doesn't double post. Alright then, so, got Gauss. I'm not using Stephalos because Stephalos is not my go-to weapon. Let's bring the Tenet Envoy. And, yeah, that should be a little bit better. I have indeed got my carrier equipped. Biohazard, sorry, this is not a drop stream. There are no active drops on the channel today. There is the raffle going on, !Raffle if you want to know more about that one. Bloom, come on in. Come on in. Is it just you? Does the step loss feel weird? It feels weird, yes. I'm not a fan of the step loss. It feels weird. Alrighty, we have our squad. We got Gauss, Revenant, Nezha, Garuda. Perfect, let's do this. Let's get started on the day's sorting. Now we are 20 minutes in because of the overrun on the Devstream, but it's fine. We found the altar decorations. Thank you, Evening Chat. Glad you appreciate them. Foreman's always best. Foreman is a very good weapon, yes. Although when I'm playing Gauss, I like to use the Envoy, just because you get so much of an increase in your fire rate and reload speed that it just feels ridiculous. I did indeed get a haircut yesterday, Train. I got my haircut just yesterday. It was necessary, you know. It'd been about, like, what, 6-7 weeks since my last cut, so kind of had to get around to it. Alright. Let's get running. I should probably have activated this already, but it's fine. And when I say I love how it can just kind of explode everything, this is what I mean. Like, I just hold down the fire button and a rapid fire rockets into whatever I decide needs to perish. Which is pretty nice. Now I just need to make sure I don't get rab rocked. Although, actually no, Nezha's making sure that won't happen. Which is great. It's always nice when someone on the team tries to prevent team kills. It means I can just go all out with this rocket launcher and not care. Although I do need ammo pickups to actually occur, that would be great. There we are, yeah, I picked up some ammo. The Tenet Envoy is actually pretty nice for ammo as well, which is really helpful. Because most AoE weapons only pick up 1 at a time. The Envoy, I believe, picks up 4 at a time, which is surprisingly generous. I'm not actually sure why that's a thing. I'll take it. I don't know why I was going towards the lift. We don't need to go towards the lift, do we? That lift was a trap. And with that, it's a very easy start to it all. That's just done. Don't say I'm unbelievably attracted to this man. I mean, is it really that unbelievable? I am truly one of the specimens of all time. So, you know. The sortie looks easy. It is a really easy sortie today, yeah, absolutely. 2 exterminates and a rescue? You can pretty much do it with every Warframe blindfolded. Full auto-guided nuclear launcher? Yep, that's the Envoy. How do you maintain battery without thermal sunder? You don't need to use thermal sunder. In fact, thermal sunder for battery isn't optimal. If you tap dash, you actually give a huge burst to your battery. Just tapping dash every now and then. So that's why I was constantly doing those little bip, bip, bip with Mac rushes here or there. Oh, hello. And I got the Twitch drop. In fact, I got the best Twitch drop, an ambush yard. Nice. Very, very nice. Question, do you get a video, or have I got a video on starting Steel Path? I haven't got a video specifically tailored to starting Steel Path, no, Big Papa. It is something I'm considering doing in the near future. It's not something I've done specifically so far. In the build guides I've done since the release of Steel Path, however, I have focused on making things which are suitable for Steel Path. So any of the build guides I put out in the last year or so, is it 2 years? How long have we had Steel Path now? Any build guides in the last year will get you along the way to being able to handle Steel Path, but I haven't done something for starting it specifically, no. When do I think cross-save will come to Warframe? When we're told about it. They have given so little information on it that it pretty much says to me that they're not in a position to release any detail on it as yet. So we're just going to hold off on that one. Choc is requesting Gova. Choc, I have no idea what frame that is. Let me see. If I search for Gova, do I get a frame? Gova. Nope. Absolutely nothing comes up on that one. I'm going to imagine you probably mean Nova. Oh, Speed Nova. Right, I've never heard Speed Nova referred to as Gova, I'll be honest. I've heard of Slova and Speedva. I've not heard Speedva become Gova, but yeah, that works. I hear it. Dolty, cheers. No Archon Shards, oh my gals? I have a number of Archon Shards which I've just not put out there. So if I sort by Archon Shards, you'll see I've got 5 on Lamos, 5 on Wukong, and then it's 2 Banshee, 2 Citrine, 2 Frost, 2 Loki, 2 Sevagoth, 2 Trinity, 1 Ivara, 1 Octavia, 1 Rhino, and that's it. And the Sevagoth ones were just for testing. So I've not done a huge amount with my Archon Shards at this point in time. Part of it is because when I'm demonstrating a frame, I don't want to demonstrate it with Archon Shards in, as that's going to be quite unrealistic for most people using a Warframe, as they're not exactly things we're all just swimming in. Yeah, it's a bit of a mixed bag. Anyway, let's bring Nova. You want to speed for? We're doing an exterminate, so I don't want to speed up the enemies necessarily, but I can speed up my allies. Because this technically fits the bill. I'm going to use Wormhole with Escape Velocity, so we get a speed bonus when we come out of said wormhole, and I've got it high efficiency, so I can just spam portals everywhere. If I sort this by usage, grab the Fulmin, and we're good to go. And we're going to be doing the Gift of the Lotus alerts. I mean, it depends on what the alerts are. Yeah, I suppose we could do those. We can do those once we're done with the daily and weekly bits. Let's get cracking on this though. Let's get cracking here. Any chance I'll do a video about companions? I've already done one on the Sentinels, so you can check that one out, absolutely. And I've done one specifically around Smeeter's Charm, for that core aspect of Smeeter. So I have already done some of the companions, and I've done the Hounds guide actually. So yeah, I've covered a number of them. Sentinels, Smeeter's Charm, Hounds guide. I'm getting there, working through them bit by bit. Alright, team, teleport. Just like that. Oh my word, that is a lot of explosions. Who is using the Omega appearance? I just need to get a couple stacks on the Fulmin and then it'll start to hurt against these guys, but it's a lot harder to do that when everything's already dead. I have not brought a DPS frame, and someone else has. Not to mention I've not brought a wave. Hey, I'll take the ribbons with it. Yoink. Double use of a portal, as you do. One downside of the cast speed on Nova is that you can fall out of placement of your portal if you're not going forwards with your cast. It's a thing. I thought I saw another enemy here, but no, I guess they all died. I'll just focus on these ones. Alright, we're done here. Let's go. Oh my
10
word.
months. The Canadian sip for amazing content.
Yo, Shinigyo, thank you very much for resubscribing at tier 3. Once again, you absolute legend. 10 months of you are amazing support. Thank you. Oh. Glad you're still enjoying the content as we go through. Jock saying antimatter drop is actually broken with damage if high fire rate. That's one used for the attack fire. For the up fire. Oh, okay. I'm not sure exactly what the break is on that, but it's not something I've looked into. There are lots of weird things going on with Warframes. Like discovering that Mirage has had a hidden critical bonus since 2014. That was, that slipped by me. I was not aware of that one. Breakpoint is 15k times strength. Alright, again, not sure exactly what you're referring to. I don't suppose we're going to cover that in the words you can fit into a Twitch message. It's fair do. What's the plan for after sorting Archon? Then after that, we do need to get on with the, what's it, Gift of the Lotus alerts, which have popped up. So that's also on it, Ronald. We'll take it from there. Alright, next up we got the rescue. Might as well bring the Uber Duration Wukong. 328% duration, before Arcane. It's kind of a little bit ludicrous as far as duration goes. Let's go do a rescue. Let's go do a rescue. Oh, it's sniper only. My bad. I need a sniper. Forgot about that. Yo! Top Run Rip, thank you much for subscribing with your Prime. Welcome to the channel proper. Enjoy your lovely blue sub badge, your emotes, your access to support T-Lounge over on the Discord, and no more ads here on Twitch. Thank you very much for your support, my dude. Welcome in. Midstream, what's the key points, if any? Key points, it's been 10 years of Warframe. They have ever improved as they've gone on through. All squad members need a sniper weapon. We're just waiting on Witherfang. There we go, it's good now. Yeah, they showcased kind of snippets of the 10 years of Warframe's development, how when they were originally pitching the game, games conventions or wherever it was, prior to the release of Warframe, they were basically selling it as a new version or a love child to Left 4 Dead or something like that. It was either Left 4 Dead or Dead Space. I think it was Dead Space they went for, wasn't it? And just showcasing how things have changed through the years. Just a little bit of that, and then a sneak peek at some more Soulframe and Duviri stuff separately. I say separately, gotta say, Duviri is looking very Souls-like. It is looking very Souls-like, and I do hope that DE doesn't get themselves into any troubles along that line. I'm sure their lawyers have done an absolute airtight job, making sure that doesn't lead to issues. It'll be fine, I'm sure. No Spanner Roulette this time? Spanner Roulette? Potato. I'm not sure I follow. Oh, wait. Ah, right. Yes. Prediction. That's what you mean by Spanner Roulette. God, blimey. Of all the ways you could have phrased that, threw me off there. Right. Which reward are we going to get from today's sortie mission? I'm only going to give you 30 seconds on this because we are actually almost done with the mission. I did completely forget about that whilst talking about everything else. So, yeah, you got 30 seconds. Make your prediction. What are we going to get from today's sortie? Is it going to be a NASA, Sculpture, a booster, a Riven, something else entirely? 30 seconds is all you get. Be quick. Do I think it's a good direction to go? The Soulsborne route? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. If anything, it more comes down to what do they, as a dev team, feel they can make. If that's what they feel they can make and put absolute passion into, then more power to them. Alright, we've had our 30 seconds. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here today. Oh, it's an Orokin reactor blueprint today. Oh my. That is unusual. That is very unusual. Potato frame of mind, the only person who thought that was going to happen. With 50 spanners contributed right there. Potato frame of mind, it's a good thing you asked for the roulette, as you put it, isn't it? Orokin reactor. Yeah, Orokin reactor. Oh, there we are then. Boom. 14,000 channel points in exchange for gambling only 50. Yeah, I think you did rather well there, my dude. I think you did rather well. Someone, Fork, put 11,600 spanners into Endo. Ooh. Oof. Oof. Well, rip that. Rip that. What ability subsume would I recommend to make Harrow scale more easily to level cap? Ooh. I mean, I don't really think about or care about level cap content 9 times out of 10 because... No, sorry, 10 times out of 10 because I just don't care about it. Level cap is not a concern to me. It's just an extrapolation of gameplay, which is mostly cheesed more than anything. With Harrow can crowd control enemies, he can generate invulnerability, he can cause shield gating cycles, so he's got a bunch of bits and pieces there. You could go for a replacement of invisibility if you really wanted to be extra safe, but you got to be asking when you run Harrow without a subsume, what has failed you? Because Harrow's kit is pretty solid all round. What has failed you when trying to do level cap with him that you then need to fix? Because this is the same for absolutely everything when it comes to using the helmet system. This right here is not an I win button. This right here is not a you must come here and do exactly this to do any given content. No, this right here is a patch system. This right here is a support. So first you need to find out what your problem is, and then you go through the list to see what you got that can solve that problem. So if you are, as Glenn points out, if you're going for level cap against Grenadier, armor strip could be the thing. Harrow lacks an armor strip. You could look to use an alternative crowd control. You could look to use invisibility. You could look to use a damage boost. Whatever takes your fancy, but it all comes down to what was holding you back. Okay, now look at what fixes that. That's how you should be using Helmet. And if you don't know what's holding you back, you can't use the Helmet system. Because all you're going to do is just click a button and be like, will this do me any good? You don't know the question you're asking first. I hope that at least kind of narrows in where you should be looking with that. I'd say Steinek's suggestion is a good one. Oh, there we are then. We got there in the end. And Eddie is wanting us to switch over to a little bit of VDMs. Let's do that quick and go. Wunderbar. Alrighty, now we're going to get cracking on with the Archon Hunt. Just checking here, Zom with a fan globe. If you're all happy to stick around with the Archon Hunt, stick around in the squad, otherwise dropping out and we'll bring in others who can take your place. We have got here the Archon Hunt Spy. Wukong will do that just fine. Archon Hunt Excavation, I'll bring Frost to that one. And then the Archon Hunt Showdown. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with the good old faithful brute force approach on that. Absolutely. Core for the strength bonus? Nah, don't need it. Don't need it. You done the hunt already? Alright, Gloom's dropping out. That's absolutely fine. Thank you for joining in on the sortie there. So we do have a spot available for if anyone would like to join in for the Archon Hunt. Send me a message in game, the Kengineer. I'll bring you on in. Malice Hill says, I'm now remembering someone calling the helmet system patch to Warframe yourself system. I mean, that's pretty much it, yeah. That's pretty much it. Not in a derogatory or offensive kind of way, just in a very simple, yeah, have you got something that you'd like the Warframe to do, and you've got something the Warframe's not using, there you are. Change it. In this case, I don't use Wukong's Staff. It's now Zarta's Whisper because it goes brilliantly with the Felarks, as well as the Fedmore Latent. They don't really need it, but yeah, it does work well. Spartan Bubble saying hello. I'm going to assume that hello is a hello, I would like to join for the Archon Hunt, so let's send an invite. Do I play anything besides Warframe? I do indeed. I play a variety of different games, and aptly named is my Friday stream Variety Friday. Every Friday, I play a not Warframe game on stream rather than Warframe, and that is voted for by subscribers over in the Supporter Tea Lounge. In fact, let me see. What is the current vote looking for this Friday upcoming? Let's see. It's looking like we're going to have a return to the work I've been putting into turning Warframes into Dungeons & Dragons monsters. So that's technically not even a game, it's game development. But that has got the winning score on my own, so yeah, on Friday we're probably going to be having some more of that. Folks, I thought this was a Slay the Spire streamer, just Variety Wednesdays, Sundays. Not how it works, Volk, not how it works. I get that you're really into Slay the Spire, but still, definitely not how it works. Alright then, you know what, actually, I'm going to stick with Rubico. Is it Hunt Munitions? It is? Yeah, sure, I'm going to stick with Rubico for this run. I'll do fine. Later Fenmore? Well, one's a primary and one's a secondary, so, I mean, both. Why restrict yourself to one? You can do both. Defense alerts on the Corpus Imperium tile set. Oh, is that the Corpus ship tile set? All right. That's gonna be a thing. D&D streams are great at lulling you to sleep. And you mean as a compliment? I'm glad you followed up on that there, Ladybug. I'm really glad you did qualify what kind of sleep you're falling into there. Alright, we've got someone going to A. Witherfang is heading towards B. We'll see. Let's see. Witherfang has gone that way. I'm going to go this way then. We appear to have left someone behind. There's always one person left behind in these vaults. Oh, I do love a good auto hack when it comes to these ones. Oh, this one's not an auto. Gotta do this one. Got it. Fly up where they can't see me. Auto hack, gotta love it. And we pop this one. Hopefully if I do it quick enough, none of the enemies will spot me. Even though I'm not killing them, controlling them, or going invisible.
I'm truly sorry for everything.
Puzzle? No, it's not the time for apologies. I'm hacking. Piss off.
She will never forgive me.
And done. Ah, that's beautiful. Beautiful. We can just fly out of here. Easy peasy. What did you miss from the Devstream? Basically 10 years of nostalgia. And a little bit more of a look at some gameplay from the completely early in development Warframe and the nearly finished Devstream. That's pretty much it. 10 years of nostalgia. What's my opinions on Hildred Prime? Hildred Prime is basically Hildred. And my opinion on Hildred, well, I covered that in the Hildred guide over on YouTube. She's a good frame. Her fourth needs work, but otherwise she's a good frame. Did they take your Hydroid rework into consideration? Well, have you seen any patch notes for Hydroid? Let's put it that way. Alright then, 1 down, 2 to go on the Archon Hunt. Let's grab Frost now. Good old Frosticles is good for this next bit here. Make sure that is the build I want. Yeah, that looks good to me. That's Amprex? Yeah, let's go Amprex, why not? I do like using the Amprex. The point is back if they haven't got any patch notes for Hydroid. That's what I'm referencing. Have you seen the patch notes? No, you haven't, because they don't exist. Hence why I'm saying that. Everyone must have a rank 30 Warframe. Zom, you can't bring Rhino. You've formed him. You're not MR30. You can't do that, Zom. Illegal maneuver. You must be at least this tall to enter this mission. Witherfang. Yeah, Witherfang's got Limbo. And Spartan Bubble's got Wisp. There we are, Revenant, that'll do it. Alright, let's crack this nut. Who's my favourite frame? Lavos. I do enjoy using Lavos. Only showed Hydroid Prime because it was an asset they could pull? Pretty much. Pretty much. How long did it take them to release the trailer for him? Yeah, Hydroid is 100% in need of some proper love. He's not a frame where a couple stat tweaks will fix it. He needs addressing. Alright, let's just ignore Puzzle's rambling, set up a bubble, and get to freezing. Dude, there are plenty of people who think that Frost is not a good Warframe. Plenty of people who think he's just incapable. Those people seem to forget that Frost can very easily freeze and armor strip an entire area whilst having an entire other area on lockdown as well. He works best with a team, of course, but, I mean, all Warframes work best in a team if you have got some support here or there. We can just shut down enemies so easily, and then just tear them to pieces. Ross is good. Sure, he's not got a lot of defense himself, but that's the trade-off. And you can also get an augment to help with that anyway, so, I mean, you know, who's counting, who's complaining? It does help if you bring good weapons, though. I mean, you know, obviously, if you try making Frost work with crap weapons, then you will suck. He's not a full caster frame. He is still a defensive support. I just need to keep an eye on those bubble hit points. Something keeps popping them at the moment. Yeah, you can use frost bubbles to deal scaling damage to enemies as well. That is a thing. You're absolutely right there, Backup. Freeze this group, take them all out, grab a power cell, head over to B, which got popped over here. Oh, it's full. I was wondering why I couldn't pop it in, but yeah, it's already dealt. It's already dealt with. Archon Hunts look neat. They're pretty cool. They are pretty high level. Oh dear, let's deal with that real quickly. Thank you. Yeah, they're pretty high level, but if you've got a decent squad together, they can just feel comfortable. I'm gonna reposition that snow globe and get rid of that one. We don't need that one. That one was poorly placed. Not gonna lie. So this is a very efficient frost setup, and the idea of that is that if you run out of energy with frost, you're in a very bad spot. Because if you can't up the bubble or use your fourth ability at the time you need to, things can get bad very quickly. But if you do have your energy and do maintain it all, you're absolutely loving life. I didn't mean to press that. Let's get rid of that bubble. I do wonder how many Frost players don't know that they can remove the bubble with their one. Let ourselves in, bubble up. Gucci. Freeze the area, strip the armor, kill the Aximus. Continue killing the Aximus. I think my Sentinel might have actually killed that one. You didn't know it? There we are. The more you know. This game has so many oddities hidden into it, not gonna lie. If you didn't know about Frost's bubbles that you can pop them with is one, I wouldn't be surprised. It doesn't really try to tell you about that too easily. It makes sense once you know it, but it's one of those things you just have to know. Alright, I know those are Revenant stalls from killing them anyway. Because they are preventing me from armor stripping them. Oh, okay, we're activating all the excavators. That sounds spicy. Have to see how that pans out for us. I mean, as long as we got people defending each spot, we're okay. Re-up the power on that bubble. Make sure it is absolutely Gucci. And Frostplayer get mad for telling that, how to use energy for that. I mean, if someone gets mad because you teach them something about their Warframe, they were never in a position to learn. That's just the reality of it. Some people aren't ready to learn. But that's fine. What's the background music? You are listening to the EDM playlist by Streambeats. Freeze. Okay. His overguard stopped the freeze, but at least I stripped his armor. Likewise this one. Overguard, but no armor. So, easy kill. Take out the bubble, because I can't shoot through my own bubble from the outside. But I can still kill the enemies there. Got a frost build from years ago. I'm about to make a build of my own. That's it. I'm gonna repower this dome here just to make sure it's okay. Excavator destroyed! No! And with the fact it says they're bugged and can't shoot. Well, that's no good. Alright, I should probably grab a power cell because that last one got destroyed. We need to do one more. I think there's plenty of power cells around here. There we go. let's make our way over to what should hopefully be the final objective to defend. And then we can get with a Fang back into normal gameplay again. Bubble up, power cell, because there's one right on it, so I'll take that. In fact, here's another one. Already at 72% of the power. Perfect. DJ saying, tempted to get Volt Prime. Would you say he holds up even in the current meta? Yeah, absolutely. Volt is the meta Warframe for killing Eidolons, for example. He's very strong as a damage dealer. He's got support with his speed ability. And he has got damage enhancement through his electric shield, which is also a defense ability. So yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Oh, I just took a fire block. Let me just roll out of that one. My bubble has dropped. Ooh. Quickly put that buff back on there. I do have to pay a little bit more attention to that. Quickly pop whatever was over there because I heard it charging something nasty. That arm strip doing absolute wonders. What's the tickets for? Exclamation mark raffle, my dude. Exclamation mark raffle. That always tells you what the tickets are for. There is a laser disco over here, so I'm going to freeze, strip the art, someone already killed it. That works in my favour as well. Always go for the laser discos. And I don't mean go to them, I mean kill them. In this game, you kill them. Alright, we've got all of our cryotic that we need to get. Let's head on out of this mission. This is perhaps where Arcane Double Back would come in handy. When you're moving through a mission, you just want to stay alive. But at the same time, you can see that as you're moving through a mission, there's not really a lot shooting at you because of the way that spawns work in this game. Not to mention just sheer mobility. It's fine. There we are. I think I missed quite a few messages there throughout all the tickets and the focus on the mission. So if I have missed your message, I apologize on that, guys. There's quite a few of you here at the moment. If I say, I actually found out that building my Felox for status and viral is way more efficient than using radiation with similar status. Against what exactly? Because, I mean, it is a status weapon after all, so things with a powerful status effect like viral is going to work in the majority of cases, yeah, but against what? What's the best way to farm platinum? The way that doesn't burn you out. Because seriously, if you choose to farm in a way that you are not enjoying, you will get tired of the game, you will get tired of that platinum you are earning, you will quit, and then it will be for nothing. The best way to farm platinum is to do the parts of the game you enjoy that happens to make, that happens to make something saleable. So, for example, you can, if I just give you a few examples walking around the star charts, if you don't mind doing small trades, you can get hold of gems from open world mining. There are people who buy the gems, especially the ones for building Gauss, which you get, I believe, from the Orb of Alice. So that is an option there. You can, for example, go onto Deimos, you can open up the Orokin Vaults. Obviously, by speedrunning Horrend is the best way to do that. So if you enjoy speedrunning through missions, you can do that one there. If you want to get yourself relics, you can go speedrun instead through the capture missions on the Void here. So if you go speedrunning through Ukko, get yourself some Neo Miso relics, but more importantly, you get Aya. That's the tradable bit. You can't trade Aya, you can trade the relics you can turn in for Aya. People do buy those. So you can just arrange with someone to sell them the Prime Resurgence relics. That's another platinum farm there. Or you just open up relics, another platinum farm. You can go killing Eidolons, that's another platinum farm, and so on, so on, so on, so on. The point is, find what you enjoy that makes something people want, and that is your platinum farm. Because if you do the ones you don't like, if you hate doing Eidolons but go, oh, but I should do that, you turn Warframe into a job, and it's not a high-paying job. Just saying, if you were to completely remake a Warframe ability, which one would it be? I don't have a go-to idea or list of Warframe abilities I would change in that regard. Sorry, Chalk. As much as, and this is one of the reasons I was cautious about putting out a one small change video, is that I don't want to give anyone the idea that I spend a lot of time dwelling on completely remaking Warframe. That's not the way to approach any game, quite frankly. If you can't appreciate the game for what exists, then you will burn yourself out on it. And because I spend so much time dealing with Warframe, I do need to focus, and therefore choose to focus, on what exists more than what could be more often than not. So I don't have a go-to list of things I would instantly change here or there, reactant aside. Those of you regulars here know my arguments about reactant. But the point is that I don't have just a ready-to-go list of, yeah, so I would like to be in control of changing Revenant or something like that. I don't have a one ability rework ready to go. Sorry, Chuck. Lady was saying you can sell non-Eidolon Arcanes. So, yep, there's loads of things you can trade and sell, absolutely. Loads of ways of getting platinum. Loads and loads and loads of ways. Grandpa saying, I really hope your small change for Rhino in Part 2 is just adding a HUD element for Iron Skin similar to Nezha. I mean, it's an option. It's only an option. Might not be the option I choose for said one small change video, but it is indeed an option. Alright, we're going to get on to the third stage of the Archon Hunt. Why did I type in Korra? I didn't want Korra. I was thinking of the... Well, that's why I can't... Felarx. The name left me entirely there. I typed Korra and that's my brain just broke. Any reliable secondary AoE weapon? Nope, never heard of one. There is definitely no reliable AoE secondary weapon called the Spore Lacer. Absolutely does not exist. You could never ever use it. Likewise, there is no such thing as the Epitaph or the Latum, no such thing as the Nucor. None of those exist. Yeah, those ones will do fine. I've done a video on the Spore Lacer, on the Infested Kit guns. You should absolutely check that one out. Likewise, I've already covered the Latum. It's just powerfully strong. I've also covered the Icarius. They're another good one. Yeah, go for it. Alright then, so, Felarx, I wanted to bring the Catch Moon. Yep, Catch Moon. We got this, that's set to Corrosive. Let's set you to Madurai. That is correct. This is correct. Alright, cool, that is all set. Verglass. Defang, just so it doesn't mess anything up. Alright then, we're going to the third and final mission of the Archon Hunt, which means once again we got the prediction up and running. This time you get 2 minutes on it, because I remembered at the start of the mission now. Do I know if Devouring Attrition still double stacks on Zarta's Whisper? Well, it hasn't been a patch note, so yes, Globe, I'll say it does. If you believe otherwise, you'll need to double check, but I'm not seeing any reason it shouldn't still work. Also, it works on both Incarnate and non-Incarnate, just FYI. Anyway, prediction is up. Click the blue spanner icon at the bottom of your chat window there. Make a prediction. What reward are we going to get alongside the Archon Shard in today's Archon Hunt? Zom says Devouring Attrition in general broke for Femoral Latum. Okay, something broke in general is not a thing I can work with. Things don't break in general. Things have specific breaks. You tested a couple months ago and it didn't work. A couple months ago it did work. I would love to go back in time a couple months and test if it did or didn't work a couple months ago, except I can't and it did anyway. I'm not sure what you experienced there, sorry. Alright. Let's bullet jump my way through this. That was probably the weirdest set of jumps I have ever made for this route. Thanks to that guy for re-upping my consequence. Let's just wait for everyone to arrive. And Archon Boreal, hi there. Well, that worked. Yep, that worked. Pretty easy peasy. One shot? Indeed, one shot. Yep. If you have not yet seen my YouTube guide on it, then you are missing out. I literally have a guide entitled How to One-Shot an Archon. Archons have some pretty nasty damage resistance and attenuation. However, if you are a nerd like me, you study the ways it works and find out that there are holes in that defense. And you can do it in multiple different ways. I see someone wondering, how did I do that without using the Kuva Heck? There are multiple different ways. It turns out when you do the research, you can also uncover other weapons which have that work to it. So yes, indeed, you can one-shot Archons, and you can do it in multiple different ways. Take your pick. Yoink. Revenant with Consequence is so nice to use because you don't have to worry too much about where the enemies are because you're Revenant. And then I just get to bullet jump like an absolute mad lad. Look at the speed of this. The speed at which you can move around. I mean, I've run out of Consequence now, so it is back to normal speed. But even then, it's lovely how fast you can get him going. How long does it take me to make a video with statistics and math in it? It depends on the stats and math going on. Like, how much simulation I have to do? Do I have to write the code for the simulation, or is it what I can reuse from other stuff? How involved is the simulation? How many factors we have to consider? It really can vary quite substantially. Like, the videos I've done on how long it takes to farm Warframes, both of them took me about a couple weeks. You might think, why did the second one still take a couple weeks when I'd already done it? And that's because I expanded on the project to take into account more variables as well. Oh, I didn't hit the head because he jumped up. There we are. Got it. Is there a reason I'm running Scattering Inferno instead of Blaze? I don't think I actually have Blaze. But we also don't need that little bit of damage. The status, however, can land a viral proc that can multiply up all the damage. Alright then. Easy peasy. Job done. Hey! Townforged Azure! That was on a 20%, I think. I'll take it. Anata Sculpture? Oh, I guess I'll have to take it. Yeah, it looks like 9 of you figured it was going to be a NASA on the Archon Hunt. You're absolutely right, all 9 of you. It is indeed a NASA Sculpture today. There we go. Am I ever going to do a video on curio locations, or is there already one? There's actually a very comprehensive Steam community guide out there, which is the one I used for finding all the curios. And because that one is so comprehensive and so just bang on point, I see no reason to actually do a video on curio locations. I might do a video, or I might include the existence of curios in a video at some point, but it's not something I feel will be valuable to members of the community for me to do a video on. How in the name of the Warman do I not have Blaze? I don't run Nightmare missions all that often. Let me see. Am I misremembering? I didn't have Blaze for a very long time. Do I have Blaze, or do I still not have it? Nope, still don't have it. Still don't have it. Because it's not really that big of a deal of the mods to slot in anyway. Let's grab this here. Let's grab the build I was just using there. So, I mean, if I swap this out for Blaze, cool, I'll have, what's that, 60% extra damage from Blaze? Is that what it does? Yeah, 60% damage instead of 60% status. Excellent. That's going to go up alongside Primary Deadhead here. Primary Deadhead give me 360%. So we can very simply do the math on that one here. We're going from a total of 460% damage, because it's your base 100 plus 360, to 520%. So to find out how much better that is, you do 520 divided by 460, which equals, I'm just going to grab my handy little calculator, a 1.130. So basically 13% better. A 13% damage increase. Now, this is designed to be used against the Archons, where that's going to actually be an even smaller increase overall than that, because of the damage attenuation and how that interacts with the game. So sure, I could go out and spend out on grabbing that and putting it into the slot there. I'd also need to form this slot, because it's at max capacity, so that's even more investment into it. All of that, and yet at the same time I'd also be losing some of the status. So this build here has nearly 3 60/60 status mods, nearly 3. So I would be losing a non-significant chunk of the status there, which is going towards the viral procs, helping a one-shot on all enemies. So yeah, and that is when using just Deadhead. If you have any other damage mod... Oh, I'm blind, I didn't even notice that damage mod there. Yep, thank you, Garoni. I am blind, I did forget that one there. Never mind, let's do the math again. I can't be bothered to add that up in my head straight away. 500, 625. So we got 625 total damage effective between these two. So actually it's even less of a bonus. I mean, you can already see from looking at that there. It would be a 9.6% damage bonus before even considering the rest. So yeah, not worth it. Switch those. Yeah, I can switch those. Doesn't actually do anything. Notice that? Does absolutely nothing. I can switch them, but it does nothing. Gloam saying, I have bad news. I'm testing right now in Simulacrum with Fenwar, and Devouring Attrition doesn't double dip with Zartas in the Incarnate mode, just like tested a couple months ago. Interesting. That's relatively new. I mean, you say a couple months ago, but I could have sworn it was still working then, but okay. I'm curious. Let's see exactly what's going on then. What do I think about the Devstream? Well, it was a 10-year nostalgia trip, which is something I've not been playing for 10 years, so 7 years of it didn't really resonate with me. But it's a thing. Hello, it's me, Ray. You came to continue earning drops? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. That's not how the drops work, to my understanding. The drops on the Devstream do not carry over to creator channels, but you can stick around for the Plat raffle. Exclamation mark raffle for more info on that, my dude. Alright, Zom, with a Fang, Spartan Bubbles, thanks for joining in on the Archon Hunt. I'm going to drop you out of the squad here just so I can dive into this test real quick. I'm doing alright today, Solar Fair. Hope you're doing well yourself. Alright, let's have a ganders on what's going on here. Why not a quick little bit of a testerinoing? Let's grab ourselves a Exo Goxad Officer. Just because they have a tendency to not immediately die, which is useful. Okay. So, first things first, body shot. I'm going to take off the multi-shot. That's going to make that really hard to test everything. Let's take off the multi-shot. In fact, let's take off everything that'll mess with the testing. So, do I have a config I can break? Let's just get a new config slot. Whatever. I don't mind. It's a bit of testing. Right then. So let's grab Laceration. And let's see, what damage type is this going to naturally use now? Just got radiation, that stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just grab a whole bunch of coal. Just to swing all the status blocks towards coal. That'd be nice. No mods for testing is best. I appreciate your input there, Gloam. I think you'll find I've done a lot of testing, so I'm fairly happy with how I set up my test. Right. 2449. Oh, sorry, 494. That was a crit. 24. 494. Alright, let's write those down. Let's write those down. So, in 29 and 494 with the body shots at the moment. That is normal body shots. Okie dokie. And if we just check on the abilities here. Zarya's Whisper I've got set up for an extra 51% damage. Let's activate that. I'm trying to see the hit there. I saw a 4398. Oh, 4398. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing that. So plus Zata, we've got a 4398 popping up, which is going to be a double dip on the double dip. Or rather, dip on the dip to make a double dip. And just to verify where that is at exactly, so if we divide this by 21 twice over to take out the double dipping and going on, 4398 divided by 21 divided by 21 brings us to 10. Whereas we're having a base damage of 29. Which is interesting, that's quite a bit lower, although I suppose it's cold getting a bonus against... anything cold on a bonus against them, that's why you normally use cold. Yeah, cold does not have a bonus. Interesting. Oh. I'm also seeing a 209 in there. Interesting. What are we testing? I'm currently messing around with the, what's it? Devouring Attrition, Evolution 5 on the Fenmore here. Trying to nail down exactly what I'm seeing here. Trying to nail down exactly what it is. Because as I say, this is supposed to be a 51%. Yeah, it's definitely saying 51% in the top right as well. So I'd expect to see 29 multiplied by 51%. So a base damage of around 14, 15, depending on rounding. And then multiply that up by 21 once or twice to get the effects here. Use no strength, so no decimals can be lost. We're going to get decimals due to armor rounding anyway, Chuck. So we don't need to worry too much about that. If things are within a point or two, then we know we're on track. But it's when they become massively out, that's when things get weird. Because my expectation is, we have this. We get 51% of it, because that's what my Zarya's Whisper is set up for. We don't care about the decimals. It's a rounding error, doesn't matter. The shot can be multiplied by 21, and the Zarya's Whisper can be multiplied by 21. Either or can happen. Yeah, either or both can happen. So I'd expect to see shots doing 51% of 29. I'd expect to see shots doing 51% of 21 times 29, whether they come off this and then the bonus, or if they come off of this without a bonus. And then I expect to see shots which have all three things going on. What's my opinion? Better mode on Fellax, normal or Incarnate? Normal. Incarnate is mostly good only if you've got tight corridors with lots of enemies where you don't want to spend time reloading. That's pretty much it. Pretty much comes down to just not wanting to reload for the Fellax. Otherwise, normal mode is just great. This is odd, because this is not what we're seeing, because these three possibilities here, expecting any of 14 or 15, 21 times that for around about 310, and then 21 times that again for around about 6522. But that is not what I'm seeing here. This is not what I'm seeing. Yes, it's normal for the Kenji. Yeah! You don't come here... if you expect me to just be playing the game, there are, what, like 20, 30, 50, 70 people all on the Warframe directory, all just streaming the game. Here instead, when I get the inclination to go diving into what's going on behind the game, because let's face it, D won't tell us, we want to discover what's actually going on. Would the 21 times multiply additively or multiplicatively? It should be multiplicatively, Idle Outlaw. So 21 times 21, because you're saying, would it be 42 times? Well, if we do 42 times what's going on here, Even if I take out the 51% multiplier as well, 29 times 42 is 1,218, which is a very far cry from 4,398. So it is supposed to be, well, the bug that we have just accepted exists all this time is multiplicative. You saw body shot 24? Was it not? I wish I could zoom the numbers in. I want to... Wait, is it 24 not? Why did I put 29 then? See this? Oh, I just want a damage output log from this game. You're right, it's 24 not 29. Alright, let's rerun the numbers. Okay, with that expectation on the max hit comes out to 539798. Smaller hit is 257, and these hits here, we're expecting 12-ish. Yeah, 4 and 9 do look similar far away, and this game doesn't have any other way for me to look at damage other than either look at it as it happens or just record it and look at screenshots, videos, zoom right the way in. Demon Emperor, thank you very much for resubscribing at tier 2. Once again, you continue to be an absolute legend in supporting me here. Demon Emperor, thank you for that. Ooh. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Is there no font size adjustment and accessibility? Good question. Let's have a look here. Font? Nope. Just accessibility in general. Okay. Let's see. Interface. HUD scale. What if I just do that for a second? If I do that, what? Hey, that works. There we go. Yeah, that works. Oh my god, this is horrible. Oh, I hate this so much. Oh god. But it works. Okay, oh god. This just looks so wrong. But if we want to know how the game works, then this is what we have to do. Look at my reticle. My reticle is so big. How do I get the mobile version? Oh, crikey. Where's all the extra buttons on screen? How do I press my screen? Oh, that just shook the webcam, didn't it? Whoops. I hope I haven't broken my green screen there. Probably have. Well, alright then. For the 360p viewers, yeah, absolutely. This stream is now accommodating of people streaming from Antarctica. To my penguin followers, you are very welcome. Also to New Zealand penguin, we know you exist. Right, anyway, enough larking around. Numbers. Now we can see them very, very clearly. We've got 24, I see a 494. We want to see, yeah, we got 209 from the Zata hit there. 209, 209, 209. Oh, wait for the slash to keep trying to kill this thing. If I had a rim for negative status duration, that'd be amazing. Oh, I saw a 419. I think I might have actually hit the head. Come on, do the thing. Do the... Why is it not doing the thing? It should have done it by now. By pure stats alone. Oh, bloody slash procs. Alright. Oh god, that feels so weird. Ugh. There we are, 4398 I saw. Yeah, that's what we saw. So that is consistent. That is consistent. And it is 1,000 damage short of expectations here. What is going on? Glad we can keep a close eye on how Carrier is doing. Oh yeah, Carrier is absolutely loving life, you know? Just boasting having 1,280 hit points, just like, sup. This is really weird. I'm not sure what's going on with the numbers here. But at the very least, we can compare these two. 4398 divided by 209, 21. Yeah, so that is definitely a 21 times multiplier. I don't know what's going on in the actual Zata's damage conversion. Am I including enemy armor in the numbers? I don't have to. because every shot is hitting the same amount of armor, I just compared the actual damage numbers rather than the weapons numbers. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Fenmore out of the equation here. Let's grab Old Faithful. Let's grab the Fulman. Nothing goes wrong with the Fulman. Oh, the UI scale doesn't apply to the Arsenal. Who knew? Alright, let's just take out all of that. That should be enough damage as is to do this test with. If it's not enough, then I'll try again. 10 is enough to test with, yeah. 10 is enough to test with. So if I do that, 6. Okay. Yeah, that's about lining up. All right, let's increase the value on the Fulman here. Just to again test Zarta's Whisper. If I bring out Serration, that's now going to be 26 or 27 base damage. 26, that's good. Can you chill for a second? Oh, you know, I saw the electric block, didn't I? 28. Okay. 28. Rounding. Quantization, all that good stuff. Ah. And we're seeing a hit of 16. So 28 divided by 16. I'm getting... Oh, wait, no. 16 divided by 28, all the way around. 57%, so... Off by 1. By the looks of it there. No, off by 2. Damage quantization is a pain. Damage quantization is what really makes this hard to tell what's going on. That and rounding. When you combine it all together... Oh, come on. Alright, let's try... Let's try a... Let's go with a boiler. Yeah, boiler should be safe to test against.
Good evening.
Yo, Cosmo, good evening to you, and oh my word, you just subscribed up to 12 months as well. We had 2 people leveling up to the full pot today. Cosmo, thank you very, very much for subscribing once again at Tier 1.
Oh.
You absolute legend. You can increase your electrical size, you can increase the size of the entire HUD, apparently. Everything. Gotta say, I hate it, but you know, for testing, to make the numbers bigger on the screen, it's worth it. Right, if I shoot you, I want to shoot you in the leg here. 1739, and verify full repeat hits. 1739, 1739, yep, that's good. Casting on this now, 1739, 891. 891 divided by 1739, 51%. Yeah, Zarta's Whisper is applying correctly. As expected, 51% damage increase. That's definitely working as expected. So, now we go to the Fenmore and find out that the Exogoxad officer has got some kind of damage attenuation I never knew about, probably. Alright, and the reason I'm aiming for the leg is because I'm not exactly sure where the head is on this guy, and I don't want to accidentally headshot. So, leg shot, 2817. I'm going to kill this guy quick. Ah, 991 normal. So 991. Let's just, new line, new page this. 991, or was it 2897? 2817. And if we just 991 times 21 is 20,811. So off by 6 due to rounding, most likely, and that's fine. That is absolutely fine. So now, as Zarta's Whisper it, we see 991, and that was 11,882? 11,892. Did he just spawn something? He did not. Okay, I heard him do a thing. I was concerned there for a moment. So, I'm hoping I can get it to damage without damage proc on the Zarta. Nope, that killed it. That killed it. Let's just get rid of these things. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Ow. Whoopsie. Let's just do that again, shall we? 249k. Yeah, it was a little bit spicy, wasn't it? I was hoping for the opposite of that, but you know, God damn it, this is going to take a while. If everything keeps dying, how am I supposed to do science? Ooh, don't kill me. Can you use boilers to surpass the 20 enemy limit? Yes, you can. Okay. Kindly, Mr. Boiler, please do not die. You are the strongest infested I can spawn in without some kind of damage reduction BS somewhere. So just don't... 249724. I'm noting that down. 249724. We will come back to that number when I am ready. Actually, sorry. It keeps happening, so whatever. Let's just work with what we got here. So, first of all, let's confirm this is definitely 21 times higher. So 249724 divided by 21 gives us 11892. So yeah, perfect. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. So that is indeed showing that it grows up there. This is also massively higher than 991, so we are double dipping. So what is the relation between these two numbers? 11892 divided by 991 and divided by 21 gives me 57%. Not 51%, 57%. How do you get rewards watching the stream? The rewards you can get is to join in on the Platinum giveaway, drawn at the end of the stream. But as long as you're in at any point during the stream, you're in it with a chance to win it. ! Raffle for more info on that. Okay, so this... I was expecting to have this number multiplied by 51% and multiplied by 21 to get 991 times 21 times 0.51. I was expecting to get something like that damage. Instead, we're getting more. Bot dead. Bot should not be... have loads of you been spamming the commands again? If you keep spamming commands, it's going to get rate limited. Let me check. Has the bot been listening in on tickets in the last 30 seconds? Last one to enter was EDM. Let's see, how far back was that? Oh god, oh wow, okay, bot suddenly caught up. There it is. Alright, cool. The bot's allowed to send messages again. Yeah, don't spam the bot. The bot is only so good, and then it reaches a point where it just kind of collapses in on itself, and then I have to set all kinds of other restrictions, and it's just no. Anyway. Sister Shadow say, maybe I misheard, but you did 51 rather than 1.51? Or 0.51 rather than 1.51? That is correct, Sister Shadow, because the hits are separate. So if I respawn in this enemy real quickly here to demonstrate this for you. Also, Unholy Moondog, thank you very much for gifting a sub over to Tabitha! I really do appreciate it. Cheers on that, my dude. Cheers on that. But just to confirm, for anyone who's missing out on that one, like Sister Shadow has here, if I just shoot with a normal shot, you'll see one hit. This is no multi-shot on the weapon, so it's always and only ever one hit. And there was a hit with the evolution bonus. We're just going to wait for that slash block to go out of the way. And then, if I activate Zarta's Whisper, you'll notice 2 hits. Because Zarta's Whisper and Toxic Lash, they do not add damage onto your weapon. They instead take the damage you hit the enemy with, they copy that damage, run it through whatever the bonus is on the ability, so 51% of my Zarta's Whisper, and they apply that. But the Incarna mode on the Fenmore, Latum, and... not the Incarna mode, the Evolution perk on Incarna guns, you know what I mean. Devouring Attrition, that thing, whatever. That also takes the damage you would have hit, and then half the time, if it ain't a crit, applies an extra bonus to it. That's how Zarta's Whisper double dips. It's just the double dipping, annoyingly, isn't actually double dipping like you're expecting. Maybe I do need to go into the decimals here. I hand waved it off earlier, but maybe I do. 26 to 50. Okay, what's my ability strength? I didn't think the decimals would come up this much. We're going to be here for hours? Nah, probably not. Probably not. So I've got 199% strength. So if instead of doing what I have been doing, if I do 991 times 21 times 0.26 times 1.99, that gives me an expected damage of 10,768. Yeah, it's still wrong. Oh. Oh no, don't. I think I know what it is. Yeah. Fossilized is strong against cold. The weak to slash. Of course, I changed enemy type, and so my memory of, oh, cold is fine, changes. This is why it's so damn impossible to test things in this game. There's a million and one things happening, and you can't just pick up a test dummy with no damage resistances on it. It doesn't exist. And this is why it takes me a week to put out videos. There's not an elemental weakness on the unit I normally test against, but the unit I normally test against is also buggy. Just die. That time it didn't want to die straight away. Yeah, whatever. How did you spawn? You're dead. Whatever. Oh boy. And there are so many people tuning in wondering, why has he got a giant UI? Testing purposes. Just testing purposes. Right, back to the Exogoxad officer. They don't screw me around as much. Hello there, Astrocephal. How you doing? Also, whilst we're on the topic of damage vulnerabilities, they are seriously vulnerable to puncture. Of course they are. Spend more damage. Yeah, significant puncture, significant slash. Just. That's why we can't get direct numbers, because Zarta's a different damage type. It's not just a modifier, it's an entirely different damage type. There's no way around that. There's just no way around that. Okay, right, well. You're the first English speaker to pronounce my pseudo that well without even hesitating. Hey, there we are, that's great. Achievement unlocked. I can at least read usernames, even if I forget how Warframe works whilst demonstrating to 250 people. I'll take it. Little Wolf, thanks for the hydrate. Okay, so we're going to loop this back here. I don't need the exact numbers. The reason we came here in the first place was to verify whether or not the Fenmore was able to double dip on Zarta's Whisper in both forms. So, what I have verified so far is it does double dip in the normal mode. So now, I just need to verify that in the other... Oh my god, that arcane pop-up was huge! Okay. So. First, I'm going to hit it with just a normal shot here, being 19, 394. 394 divided by 21, coming out to about 19. Yeah, that's fine. 19 and 394, let's note those down. This is how I do my testing, and then I put it nicely into a spreadsheet for the Patreons over on, well, Patreon, to enjoy in a much more readable format. So this is normal mode. This is Incarnate mode, I should say. So now we're going to Zarta the Incarnate. 209. I'm seeing 209 happening there. Oh, hello, and Sister Shadow, thank you very much for subscribing at Tier 1. Welcome to the channel proper, Sister Shadow. Enjoy your lovely sub badge, your emotes, your access to the supporter team lounge over on my Discord, and of course, no more ads here on the channel. Sub for the fail math, I appreciate it. I mean, if that's all it takes, I should get math wrong more often. There we go. Alright. Oh, wow, that's given the music, that was quite fitting. So yeah, I'm seeing a 209 and I'm seeing a 10 pop up. A 209 and a 10. Now a 10 is really low. A 10 is suggesting that we're getting half of that, and then the 209 is going to be half of that multiplied by 21, right? 19 times 21 times 0.5-ish. Yeah, given rounding errors, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, Gloam, you're absolutely right, my dude. You are absolutely right. Oh, deactivated. Now, I wonder why that happened. Because that was not always the case. Why, when has that happened? That is very interesting. Was this an intentional balancing choice by DE? Was this just an accidental fix they pushed through to live without knowing? This could be anything. It also appears that the bot has been rate limited again, but there we go. It'll be back. Armor levels, not relevant, because we're only comparing against an enemy with an unchanging amount of armor, so we're always seeing the damage numbers after armor, and we're just looking at the multipliers. So the armor literally doesn't matter here. If anything, the armor is a good thing, because it means she didn't immediately die. So, as I'm saying, I don't think it's affected base Felarx, probably unintentional. What do you mean? I don't actually know what you mean there, Zom, because base Felarx would be also not Incarnate mode. Incarnate mode is the bit that's not getting the double dip now. Why the shots surround the target instead of hitting it? That was because of the void bubble I applied. So it hits it and then just kind of went whoop, 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 whoop. If there was another enemy next to it, that other enemy would be absolutely slaughtered by the multi-hit. Is it only effective in Incarnate forms? Will Felarx Incarnate form be affected? It would seem to be the case. Let's test it. Let's grab the Felarx. Is this a testing setup? I don't know what setup this is supposed to be, so I'm going to kill it. Rip whatever that was. Let's just dip out and back in to resort all the mods into their places. Prime point blank, there we go. Now this shouldn't instantly kill it. It's just prime point blank. Wrong way. Okay, that's cool. 18,372. That's what we're seeing. 18s and 372. 18 and 372. Okie dokie. Calculation's being really loud. Sorry about that. Continue our test then. This is normal mode. Popping this here. Oh yeah, I am seeing... I don't know if that's a slash. No, it's not the slash. I did see a 2,630 in there. Yep. 2,630. Which would suggest we have got double dippage going on. Because 2,630 divide by 21 squared and then multiply it by 2 comes out to a lot less damage than I'd expect. A lot less damage than I would expect. But then actually, yeah, damage type modifiers, of course, Felarx. Felarx is going to have a damage type bonus, isn't it? It's how much of it is puncture? Well, there we are, yeah, that'll be it. The math is cooperating, it's fine. It's within the order of magnitude when accounting for armor type bonuses. It's close enough there. So, the point is, we can see a double dip happening. So, now we activate this. And, let me just get the charge. There we go. Actually, I shouldn't have... Sorry, I shouldn't have Zartas at first. Let's wipe that out. Okay. So, single shot of this. 680. 680. Can I get a different number? 32. Okay, 32 and 680. Interesting. And now let's add on this. I'm seeing a 395. I'm seeing a 19. A 57. Am I getting too far away? I'm sorry, 395. Crits. 395. 395. 19, 395, 19. I'm seeing no double dipping happening, no. Get a little bit more headshot. Oh, I just killed it. Let's get us a new one. Here we go. Alright then. Yeah, 395, 395, 19, 395, 395. I'm just looking at the Zarta's Whisper Edition, 19, 395, 19, 19. Yeah, it's not getting double procced ever. And the single proc is happening only half the time, not most of the time. So yeah, it does seem that the Zarta's Whisper bonus is not affecting Incarnate modes whatsoever. And that means especially then for the Felarx, that is huge. But also important for the Fenmore. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I was saying, doesn't puncture and slash armor weaknesses and resistance double dip? puncture would be increased and also get armor weakness on top. It does. That's why it's so far out. That's why I was getting a value of expecting 12 damage when I divided back down, rather than the 18 we were seeing. However, it's within the orders of magnitude to demonstrate the point. So, for those of you who are like, oh my god, Ken just said a whole bunch of numbers, I don't understand what is going on here, let me sum this up for you. Let me sum this up. Zarta's Whisper applies a second hit with a weapon. Incarnon guns double dip this second hit using Devouring Attrition. This is something we already knew. Okay? Not devastating. Or is it called Devouring on some of them and Devastating on others? It's Devastating there, is it? Of course it's got different names. Why? Using Dev Asterisk Attrition. Haha. Got him. Right, anyway, moving on. That works. However, the Incarnate mode no longer double dips because I don't know. Would they get rid of Zarta's double dip Incarnate but not non-Incarnate? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that one. I don't know what's going on. What's this song called? The song we are currently listening to right now is called Family Trip. It is part of the EDM playlists available from Stream Beats. What was it exactly that I studied and got a degree in? I wonder if you can guess, 8-5. Those who are regulars here know the answer, so I don't want them to answer. I wonder if you can guess, 8-5, what my degree was in. Also, follow-up question, does Saren's Toxic Lash also double dip like Zarta's? I did used to, but does it now? That is the question. Let's grab testing, let's grab Saren. Got Ruby thinking I made it in math. It's about to say photography. Interesting. I've never heard that one before. Why am I saying maths? Got a couple of people saying engineering. Degree in levels. Rocket surgery. It's not brain science. Math related, but applied math statistics. Not sure which one. Interesting. I love how none of you are correct. I love how absolutely none of you are correct. Microwaving teenager. I should probably time you out for that. That is a crime against my people to suggest such a thing. Chemistry. Nope. I will say chemistry is getting closer than all the other guesses so far, but that's as close as you are, and that's not good. Cooking, nope. Psychology, definitely not. I am terrible when it comes to psychology. The rest of my family, they've got it down pat. I'm terrible at it. Computer science, nope. In fact, computer science, you are now officially the furthest you could get away from my degree. I genuinely would say, with computer science, you have now managed to find the antithesis of my degree. Archaeology? Oh, you are so close. You are so close. Gender studies? What? That's not the opposite of computer science, Idle Outlaw. How dare you? Duratan, congratulations. Although you have a, what's that month sub badge? You have a 4-month sub badge that counts as regular now. But yes, indeed. Geology is correct. I studied geology at university. I studied geology. Which, that's a thing. I banged rocks together. But yeah, I went through university, did all the study. I learned the bits and pieces about rocks and minerals and doing all kinds of bits and pieces with fossils and looking into looking down a microscope. What's it called? What is this? Mineral spectroscopy using cross polars for identification purposes, things like that. That was one I always struggled with. You listen to me, just don't talk much. I mean, fair enough, Joe Dan. Fair enough. Why is the HUD massive? So I can see the damage numbers. Because damage numbers be tiny when you don't crit. But yeah, did I mess around with HF Acid? I did not, no, for the best. God, that is such a perspective, like, please don't hurt me. Anyway, yes. Does that mean I'll be interested in an obsidian knife? Unfortunately not, Gorilla, because you see, Eternalism has warned me that one of my other selves has died to the threat of an obsidian knife. And so, like Wraith out of Apex Legends, I have now been warned to avoid obsidian knives. I could just sense it. It's threatening. The aura around an obsidian knife. The lethal intent. I can tell. Alright, so, we wanted to test, is double dipping happening with the bonus from Toxic Lash? So we've got here 406 and 19 is our base damages. Where'd my text pad go? Ah, did I close it? No, there it is. Right. So, what was it? 409 and 19, I think I said? That should be the same numbers as we had earlier, right? Balls. 19, 406. Close enough. Yeah, okay, so now, Toxic Lash, 58% bonus. We're seeing 18, 194 on the Toxic Lash there. 194, 9, 194, 18. I don't understand why there's doubles and sometimes not. 9, 18, 18, 9. Why are we sometimes getting double? 94s. Okay, but 9s and 194s is the important bit there that we're seeing. So 194s and 9s. Good, she didn't die. That's fine. I'm seeing 15 and 9, 15, 9. It's actually double dipping at all in the original mode. It might come from crits. Oh yeah, we're landing. Oh yeah, I just didn't notice, didn't I? Oh, let me just get a few more charges there. Don't die. Yeah, 19 and 406 on normal mode, but oh, I'm out of energy. This is a pain to track. All the million things going on whilst also reading chat. Okay. Yeah, 9, 19, 194. Can I get something higher than 194? I feel like it should go a lot higher than 194. This doesn't look like it's double dipping in the first place. I thought this one did, but I'm not seeing any evidence of a double dip here. No. Saren's not double dipping with Toxic Lash at all. Because if it was double dipping, this is even after taking into account the armor here. If I was double dipping, I would expect to see a 441 multiplier over what we over the original hit. So we see 9 and 19 at base values, 9 and 19, because 9 damage off of the original hit being reduced to 58%, and of course Toxin doesn't have a bonus here. 194 off the big hits. Yeah, it's matching the base hit. If the base hit goes up, then the Toxic Lash goes up. And if the base hit doesn't go up, the Toxic Lash doesn't go up. It's always matching. You see that? We only get triple digits or the 919s. Never a deviation from that. And yeah, the 18 was definitely the crit. So yeah, and this is normal mode. This is not Incarnon. So Zarta's Whisper double dips, but only on the normal mode. And now Toxic Lash isn't double dipping on either mode. Right. Okay. I don't know when that happened. This is... Oh, this game of all the extra million, bajillion, trillion, quadrillion things we try to find out about. Do I have a Zarta's build? I don't. I don't want to spend out on that right now. But the main takeaway, Zata double dips, but not on Incarnate mode, and Toxic Lash no longer double dips at all. Do not pass go, do not collect 200,000 damage. Interdasting. Did they try to patch out double dipping and forgot to remove the base form Zata? It might be that they're just struggling with the coding of it. It might be they're just struggling on separating it all. But, yeah, it's a thing. Interesting. Well, we learned quite a bit there. We have learned quite a bit, and the biggest thing we've learned is that there are probably a whole bunch of guides, including some of my own, which are now effectively out of date. Isn't that fun? So if you want to get the most damage out of the Fenmore, Latum, and Felarx, it now appears that you want to use Zata's Whisper only, not Sarin buff, and do not use your Incarnate mode. I guess that balances it, but then we don't need to balance it. The whole point of the Incarnate mode is that it's a super mode. So, yeah. That's a thing. This game needs to stop evolving on its own terms. You know what? I do agree on that. The way that this game just kind of spontaneously creates these interactions, it's just, War and Eclipse still boosting Incarnate mode, right? I would imagine so, yes. Well, yes, because Zata's Whisper was also benefiting from the Incarnate bonus. It's just it wasn't double dipping in stonks ways. But yeah, what this does mean is that Fenmore and Latum, if you are using the Zata trick, they get to use it only on their standard forms now, and the Felarx remains as powerful as ever. Because, let's face it, you're only using the Incarnate mode if you're A, dicking around, or B, wanted to stop reloading for a bit. That was pretty much it. So yeah, I'm quite happy to leave that one there for the time being. But Gloam, thank you very much for bringing that to my attention. That was, I did not expect that to go quite so weirdly. Yeah. I would so love to have just a damage output log though, so I don't have to constantly check things bit by bit. And also now let's fix the HUD scale back to normal. I'm curious. Just before I finish up here, I'm curious, can I type in a number? Can I set it to... I can set it to 30. I can set it to 30. How does that look? How tiddly tiny whiny is it going to be now? I have to see. With all the intense messing around mathematical, I just want to mess around for a moment. Come on. How silly does it look now? Back in we go. Yep, we're on the road again. So far so good. Everything looks fine and... Oh. That's normal. That's not supposed to happen. Oh, no. 10. No, okay, it's refusing on that one. It's refusing. Some things you can type in a number to go outside the bounds. UI scale is not one of them, unfortunately. Because you can do it, for example, with the effect intensity. So effect intensity, I can turn that all the way down to 10. And you'll notice, for example, that health orbs and energy orbs look absolutely dire as a result. Look how dark that is. How long these streams normally last? 3 hours. Look how dark that is. But if we bring up the effects intensity, this is one where you can type in, or at least you previously could, type in a value of like 0. Boom. We now have a black energy orb and black health orb entirely, because all of the color that comes from these is actually from the effects intensity slider. The entire color of them. Oh, that just... Oh, God, that hurts the eyes. Look at... Oh, God, the control panel. Hold on, hang on. That, I am right in thinking there's meant to be something there, right? Yeah? Yeah? I didn't even notice. Well, I did notice, I just didn't noticed before that counts as an effect intensity one. Yeah, if you zero out the visual effects intensity, you just turn off the console. It's gone. The console has gone dark. The power is off. You think it didn't save the 0? It did save the 0, yeah. But it doesn't save the 0 on the other one because it was functioning the same, but then just didn't do it. But like, you can see that abilities are visual effects. So we just get this little bit of colouring on Saren, and that's it. If I summon in an enemy here, it does all kinds of weird bits to them. They just kind of stagger for no reason now. Molt just explodes. I'm exploding Molt and it just vanishes. That's what visual effects intensity 0 does. It's really weird. So if you do want to mess around, you have got that option there. I don't know why you would want to do that, to be quite honest. It does actually make parts of the game practically unplayable. Like, for example, in, Void Flood, all the orbs that are around that are glowing, yeah, that's visual effect. How high can it go? Let's look at the normal. How high can it go? Visual effects intensity 200. No, Chalk, it appears to go up to 10, but it's not actually gone up to 10. So this is 200. The energy orb is now... health orb is now rather red, and the energy orb is truly lustrous. Look at that glow. And we can see the effects there of Molt are pretty darn bright. Alright, let's add a 0 one. I can't add a 0. Can I? 999. Oh. No fun allowed. I'm trying to type in a bigger value than 200. It's not happening. So you can get it down to 10 below the slider, but you can't get it above 200 now. The more you know. The more you know. Alright, let's turn that back down again, because I do not need to have my effects set up to 200. That is cancerously high. 90 seems to be a good spot for me. Just a little bit more subdued than the default. That way I can still see the game that's happening. Alrighty, chat. We're going to go on with the alerts. We have got the defense and exterminate. That defense is obviously going to take around about 40 hours because it is on the corpus ship tile set, but you know, we'll suffer it. If you want to join me for those alerts, send me a message in game, the Kengineer. I'll bring you into the squad. We'll get ourselves a couple bits of gifts from the Lotus. You see a tiny inch of my mic off? Oh, can you? I don't know. What's going on there? What can you see? Oh, that's not my mic you can see. Ah, right. That is this bit. What's going on there? Ah! Damn this brings. That didn't quite get it, nearly. It's a cheap screen. It's a cheap screen. You just saw the green screen completely fight there. Oh, hold on. If I think I need to turn this way. That's how we can resolve it. If I just turn the camera away from that part of the green screen, and then all is good. Hey, that works. The headphone hit? Yeah, it happens. It's a thing. It's a thing. There we go. It's fine. Fixed now. Fixed like a true engineer. Yeah, just whack it, tweak it. It'll be fine. All right then. Let's see who wants to join in on these bits and pieces here. Oh, we got a whole bunch of people wanting to join in. Well, let's see. Spartan Bubbles, you've already been in today. Zom's already been in today. Gloam's already been in today. Heartless Alien has not. Grumpy Pants has not. Hatari has not. There we are. I mean, that's a fair trade, isn't it? That's a fair trade right there. And let's bring out my favourite fun boy. Let's bring out Lavos. Alrighty. Just Shadow saying, expect the defense alert spamming Hildrens too. I mean, fair enough. Fair. Let's bring... I do like using the Amprex. The Amprex is it's a nice, easy mode weapon to use. I don't have to think about it. It just goes. Do I want a speedver? If you want to bring a speedver, you go right ahead. You go right ahead. Have I tried high range Equinox plus Raw for these low level defenses? I've done high range Equinox builds since as long as I've had Equinox. I don't know if I put Raw onto Equinox, but yeah, it's a thing. I can understand the value there for really low level ones to just kind of let it destroy everything, yeah. Yeah, I see how that would work, of course. Come on, Equinox was the first frame I ever did a video on. Granted, that video was very stupid, frankly. Utterly stupid. In fact, if that video could kindly stop existing, that'd be great. But I feel like there would be a few upset people if I got rid of that. There is specifically not a command for it, Jock. It is not a guide. It's a video on Equinox, but it is not a guide, and it's dumb as hell. Why did I let you guys know about that its existence? Why do I do this to myself? Cosmo would be upset. I understand. I understand. Second ever Warframe video I did. First video on a frame. The video before that was even dumber. I think I have actually taken the video before that off the channel. It was that dumb. Ah. That was when I was still working at my old job as well. I remember sharing with a colleague to explain just what the hell I've been up to in terms of this whole video making thing. And the thing they found funniest was the meanwhile transition that wasn't even my own doing. It's straight from, you know where it's from. God damn it, at least comment on my work. Is Twitch my full-time job? Content creation is my full-time job. Twitch is only a portion of that. My main focus is, of course, on the YouTube videos, but I also produce, obviously, here on Twitch. You got me for at least 9 hours a week in that respect. There's the content I produce over on Patreon for the Patreon rewards there. That includes the Meet the Math, if you want to see more behind the scene about how I actually come to all the conclusions I do so, how it all works, all the different bits of data, even the simulation code. All that is over on Patreon side. On top of that, for higher tiers, you get additional rewards beyond that as well, all the way up to one-to-one coaching on a topic of your choice. And then there's little bits I put out on socials here or there as well. There's the maintaining of the Discord, there's the maintaining of the Twitter feed, there's the maintaining of the YouTube community page, responding to the comments and whatnot. All that jazz. So yeah, Twitch alone, it's not my job. Content creation is. Do I have a video on the Sparatrix? I do not. I'll be honest, I'm overall pretty cold on weapon guides. Unless the weapon is something worth talking about, usually they just kind of suck. I'll be honest with you. Usually they just kind of suck. Because for most of everything you can get from a weapon guide, you can get from reading the wiki for 30 seconds. Which doesn't make for a good video. Like, hey guys, welcome to the video. Here is the new gun. It does damage. You can build it like any other gun that does damage. It has a quirk where if you do damage 4 times in a row, you continue to do damage. It's, yeah. Weapon guides don't really suit my style. Insufficient Data 8 saying, gotta say you have a great voice for YouTube content. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Really do. You can understand why I used to work in a call center. It, I'll never forget the time someone came through to me, transferred from another person in my department, and they said, "Finally, someone who speaks English!" I'm like, wow, that is really rude, I'm thinking to myself, because I know all my colleagues and they all speak perfectly fine English. So I had a look at which colleague he was struggling with. Who was he having a bad time with? Alright, a friend of mine from the very tippity top of Scotland. He had a very thick accent. Good at speaking English. Maybe a little bit hard to understand if you're not used to Scottish. So, understandable, but at the same time, still a pretty rude opener. I was dreading all kinds of possible colleagues of mine on that list of last one he spoke to, but yeah, it's just thick Scottish accent. Fair enough. Frankie Boyle, think like that, but half as comedic and twice as thick. No, mate, 50% thicker, not twice as, but 50% thicker. It was quite interesting in trying to get him to pronounce some of the spells in Dungeons & Dragons, for example. Dear. I like listening. It's a British accent. We need to false sense security and steal your land. Hey. I'll have you know. I will have you know there are many, many, many accents throughout the United Kingdom and the British Isles. Many accents. The accent you are referring to is just the close to received pronunciation English. It's not technically received pronunciation. It's more like BBC English, and that's the one that steals your land. Yes. If you ain't got a flag there, we'll plant one for you and take the land. That's our history. Yeah. Not to get too political. Why is this guy just stood here? If you're gonna surrender, just leave. Anyway. Hello, Ganzika. How you doing? I like, well, no, have 3 according to friends, family, and strangers, respectively. Everyone here has a different accent. Because it's always in comparison to what you know. If anyone ever believes they don't have an accent, it just tells you that they have never paid attention to the fact that everyone has an accent. Everyone. Not just some people, not a couple people, not just people in rural towns and whatnot. Everyone has an accent. One traveller. Exemplifying the point there. No. You have an accent. Everyone has an accent. And I know you have an accent. You're just tongue-in-cheek, but that's exactly the conversational point that miss. Everyone has an accent. As he's trained, if you've ever heard the Reading accent, there's not a single person from Reading that seems to have the same accent as other people from Reading. Everyone is just mismatched. I mean, fair do. I've only ever actually knowingly spoken lots with one person from Reading, and they were actually just studying in Reading. They're from a different place entirely, so it be what it be. Be or what it be. Right, let's do a blast wave, hover. Can I get some kills this way? Yay! Oh, I love to see the Anglite kills stack up there. That was nice. Almost. Need one more Anglite kill, which I can't get with these abilities, so I'll just do a dash and hope something dies to it in the process. That's not going to work, is it? I'm just messing around to pass the time on this defense mission because, goddammit, this tile is so big. And too nice to call out the Americans? Not sure about that one, Time Worn Traveller. Not sure about that one. I may be diplomatic at times, but let's face it, the breakaway colony can always be addressed. We did not forget. Frankly, it saved us a lot of hassle, you know, claiming taxes from another continent. Don't mistake politeness for indifference. True. There's one thing that the English should be more well known for. It's the ability to insult you by being very nice to you. If an Englishman is being rude to you, he considers you either his ally or at the very least his equal. On the field of battle, or in the might of the sword, if an Englishman is being polite to you, you never know what he really means. This is the culture all about queuing, after all, you know. And do you think we're friends with anyone in the queue? Kill them with kindness, but literally? Pretty much. Pretty much. Predator Queens, I hope you're having a good day. Hope everyone is having a great day. Wait, why do I only get a good day, but everyone else gets a great day? Hold the line, I see through that. No, all the same. Thank you, Brody. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day yourself as well. Or a great day, for that matter. And saying, I actually watched John Cleese's video on how to annoy people. There. Oh, that was the worst dash I've ever done. It went nowhere. Oh, okay. He knew I needed to stay there, I guess. Do other countries not queue? It's more as to the culture of approaching a queue. The Brits, apparently, I can't say I've visited enough countries to make this claim broadly, but the Brits apparently have a higher tendency to just naturally form queues on a cultural level and enforce them. That someone who bypasses the unmarked and yet completely understood queue, they're asking for a sharp intake of breath, a shake of the head, maybe even a... just to really drive home our sheer disappointment in that slanderous individual. Or things of that effect. Is there a simple simple way to explain Lavos' kit? One is for heals, and also for staggering to open up for finishes if you really want. 2 is for zoomies. It goes far and it is fun. 3 is to reset everything. More enemies is better. And also, when I say reset everything, that includes energy and ammo. Lavos doesn't have an energy, but he turns it into status immunity. 4 is when you find a load of enemies on the same level as you and you want to take them down a peg. Use the 1, 2, 3, and 4 to infuse elements at will, but that's pretty much the long and short of it. If you need more detail than that, I have a Lavos guide over on YouTube. Cosmo says some people just stand around in a bunch and go whenever. Psychotic. Think of a bar, Cosmo. Think of a bar. That experience, that truly grating experience that you'll have at a bar in the UK, that is the experience you might expect to find in just all over the place in other cultures, is my experience. Trying to wade my way through Italy when I visited was an experience. And, well, I've seen curious videos from around the world of all kinds of other bits and pieces too. Now, of course, I am slandering an entire set of cultures at once there to take this entirely as tongue-in-cheek. There are certain stereotypes which are drawn. Like, there are stereotypes of British loving their tea. I have run out. That's the end of my tea. By the way, this exclamation mark merch if you want to get a mug. It's a really nice mug, actually. Very glad to get those ones. As we dive into the other gift of the Lotus. Well, this one was an exterminate, so this should be a lot faster. That's a mug and a mug. It is, absolutely. We got a mug on a mug next to a mug. It's mugception here, chat. Mug squared? I hope this one isn't. These jokes are terrible, I'm sorry. Oh, where's the door? That's the wrong door. No, we need more door. Ooh, gun door. Right. Let's just melt our way through this very, very quickly. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna stuck there. If I zap, yeah, they're dying for the zap. That's hilarious. I can just pop that. That'll take out a whole bunch of them. Yep, you can just see that just wipe through a whole section. Kill them through the door because you can do that. Only have 5k spawners right now? Oh. That'd be mean. I'm allowed a pun or two. Occasionally. Just occasionally.
Another pun? How humiliating.
Okay, apparently I'm not allowed it occasionally. Oh, there's a synthesis target. Let's not kill that one. I don't know how it survived my just idle approach, but it did. Nearly got it, nearly got it, nearly got it. I didn't need a trap. Fine. Got it. I killed it. We got the reward as I killed it. That counts. This is why I defend Carrier? Yes. Carrier would have immolated that guy. Carrier does have a tendency to just go on a murdering spree. Doesn't matter the level, just murders. It's the little sentinel that could. Something like that anyway. Grumpy Pants is just going full Haven on this. But we are done with this much faster gift to the Lotus. Immolate the Volas is cold. You know what happens, Port. You know what happens. And it is immolate, yes. I'm using the correct word. Where do I get my good looks from? Probably my parents, I'd imagine. I think that's how it works. We'll say I have 5k, or nearly have 5, got 4.4, what's 5k for? So you can use 5k spanners as part of one of the redemptions. If you click the spanners, you'll see all the different redemptions you got there, one of which, 5,000, is the sound alert, another pun, if you want to have Audis admonish me. There's loads of options you can pick down there, all the way up to the 250,000 one for a postcard, which, well, eventually someone's going to claim that, I know. And there's another one you can find, Dolty found the hydrate. Cheers. Moose saying there's not a lot of times when you want your companion to stop killing. Stealth missions, don't kill anyone, bounty bonuses, give out scan runs, and others are enough. I just defang all my companions. Yeah. At least with stealth missions, if you are invisible, your companion, or at least your sentinel, will stop shooting. So that's good. That's it. Oh, I see. Idle, if you're currently at 4.4k, you are not going to be the first to have a postcard. I can tell you that now. Unless you get really lucky on the predictions, you are not going to be first when it comes to getting the postcard. Because there are others gunning for it as well, absolutely. If people keep using puns, that might happen, yeah. No, that might happen. I mean, you know what we could do? As Grumpy Pants leaves the squad there, you know what we could do? We could do a redistribution of the spanners somehow. We could do a redistribution of the spanners. There's a neat little prediction, which I don't often do. Which side will have more spanners? Blue or pink? I'm going to give you guys just a couple minutes on that one. You can make a prediction. Which side will have more spanners gambled on it at the end? Will pink have more on it, or will blue have more on it? Oh, by the way, I should warn you. I'm going to end it early, somewhere in the last 10 seconds. So if you are holding out to the very last second, you might miss it entirely. Somewhere in the last 10 seconds, I'm going to hit end submissions, and I'm not going to tell you when, I'm just going to take it out. Is it number of spanners or people voting? Number of spanners. Number of spanners. So just to make it really interesting, which side is going to have more at the end? Is it going to be blue or is it going to be pink? And the only way you can show which one you believe in is to put some spanners onto, blue or pink. Fork not getting baited by this? I mean, if you don't want to, let's see. Yeah, I can see Cosmo has put in 28,356 spanners on one side. Solar Flare has put on 1,500 on the other side. And it could still go either which way. What's this for? It's for the fun of it, Jedi. Just a simple prediction, which side will have more spanners, blue or pink? And it is meta, it's all just about the prediction itself. It is all just about the prediction itself, which, by the way, has just swung the other way. It's currently now 52 to 48. Oh, and now it's 47 to 53. It's swinging back and forth. It's swinging back and forth. We are getting towards the later stages of the prediction here. How many seconds are left until I hit end submissions? You don't know exactly. Any moment now, I might choose to hit an end on this one. And if could you even it out? I don't think you can perfectly even it out. It could go either which way. When might I end it? You have no idea. We're in the very last moments now. Maybe I'm just going to leave it run to the end. It's ended. It has ended. It has ended on a 54-46 split. I looked away at the end there to just let whatever happens happen. I was completely defocused on that one there, and that is... Ooh. Yeah, there are a couple of unhappy people on the pink side now. Where's the happy blues? You're going to put in 20k? I told you not to wait till the last second. I could have closed it at any moment. That got very interesting. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, let's send out those Spanish, shall we? There's some very happy people right now. That was slightly cruel, I know. That was slightly cruel, but that was also slightly fun. 16 people profited there, 23 people did not. Welcome to the whims of predictions. Blue best colour, apparently so in this one. Well, that was a fun little diversion. Those of you who wanted to get more spanners, maybe you did, maybe you didn't. The M-Fan went from 18 to 34,000. That's a lot higher. That's a lot higher. Gold Ribbon Gamer just joined the Win Big on Points. There we are. See, there's some happy people going around. Absolutely. Advocating gambling for a mere moment. It's completely pointless points. They're just channel points. It's fine. What is less pointless and far more interesting is Sister Shadow gifting 3 subs here to the community. Going out to Capaccio, to Solar Flare, and to Dark Zeta. Sister Shadow, you absolute legend. Well, enjoy. Those 3 of you who just got the subs, enjoy. My god, my words just broke there. Thank you, Sister Shadow. Cheers indeed. Spanners are channel points? Absolutely. Spanners are channel points, yes. You get them just by watching the stream. You get an increase in them if you are subscribed. You get an increase in them if you watch consecutive streams, if you join on raids, if you gift subs for the first time in a month, and if you tip the stream with 100 or more bits in a month. That's just the way Twitch is set up. You get more that way. But if you just watch the stream, you will completely accrue. You'll just passively, that's the word. My god, my brain is broken, sorry. Passively accrue them over time. Drog saying, I just wanted to say that your videos are awesome and help me out a lot of all the things in the game. I wanted to ask if you can suggest a good build for Ember in Steel Path. What do I use? Let's see, default Ember build. What is my default Ember build? Or have I broken this one? I've broken this one. This doesn't look right. Something doesn't look right here. Yeah, it'll be fine. Oh wait, I know what it is. That should be... What one did I normally use? I think it's Reconstruct, so I've got a healing option built in. Yeah, I'll do. And, yeah, Constitution, I tried that out just to get positive duration. There we are. Alright, let's give this a whirl. Ember likes a 4 augment? We can skip that. We can skip that because you see, I've got Energize, so it's fine. It's fine. Alright. And just in case I do screw up on the energy, I've still got Zeneric available. Let's give this a whirl, shall we? Is this the build I was remembering? Also, I think that was just someone who wanted to join the squad. We were full, right? Yeah. Yeah, we were full up. That's all that was. Cool. I didn't miss an important message. Alright. Let's give this a quick whirl, because when you're starting on Steel Path... Oh, that's not Steel Path. This is where you start. And whilst we go into this one as well, Z-Train, thank you very much for gifting out 5 subs to the community there. Going out to Matholic, to Quackles, to Glacialist, Drift CT, and to... Is that Okaisto? 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 I'm going to go Okaisto there. Or Okaisto. One of the two. I'm sorry, I've just butchered that name. In any case, thank you very much, Z-Train, for giving out the 5 subs there to the community. You're awesome. Appreciate it, my dude. Doing Steel Path Ember? Yeah, someone want to see the Ember build. I can't remember if this one is perfectly suited for Steel Path, so why not give it a whirl? To piss them all off with a little bit of fire in their face. Start stacking up the stacks here on the Foreman, because Foreman's strong. Well, he just burned to death. Must be him. Ember is a relatively involved frame to get the most out of her. Yep. Miss me. Especially as her damage reduction scales with her second ability. But if you let it scale all the way up to max, you then start draining energy. And you want to get rid of your damage reduction in order to strip armor. So it's a Pyrrhic reduction. You both lose defenses. Which can be a bit spicy. Also, having a good weapon, good idea. 4 minutes strong. Get that guy. Oh, thanks for the energy. Yoink. Did you get Ember Prime? Seems fun. She is fun. But that was a total armor strip. You see this guy has no armor left. Once you get to full power on immolation charge, as it were, which I'm not at the moment, so let me just speed that up a bit. You hear that hiss sound as the flames get to full power. One single smack of that completely wipes out their armor. You can double cast to work your way through, but that's how you can just one-tap it. Like so. And then you just have to remember how to aim at someone who is knocked down. I am not so good at that. Didn't seem to have an effect. Oh wait, no, I wasn't at full power, was I? Never mind, it's fine. Yo! Bourbon, thank you very much for the 100 biddies right there. As Ordis happily let us all know there, that is indeed magical. Thank you, my dude. And it looks like, oh god, you guys started another hype train. Oh my god. Has it really been that long? Which has them on cooldown. Well, in any case, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Really appreciate that, my dude. Make sure I don't die. This is where Rolling Guard is very nice, just to kind of give yourself that extra bit of maneuvering room whilst dealing with the not so crowd controlled enemies. These guys just stop spawning. I only want to deal with the Grenadier. There we are. And even partial armor strip can still be a good deal for you. Because you'll knock the enemies down, you'll remove a lot of their defenses, which makes killing actually quite easy. I can't pay much attention to the chat whilst doing this though, because it is a very active playstyle. This is one of the reasons I love Lavos. Is because Lavos allows me to be very passive. I can just let the enemy shoot me. What are they going to do? Break Lavos down? Psh. I got time enough to read chat. Not with a heavy focus frame like Ember. Not if I don't want to embarrassingly fall over dead. Or just miss every shot, apparently. I'm just doing a couple casts there of my 4th ability to help recharge my heat as soon as possible. Because when you cast it with few or no enemies around, it's very, very cheap to cast, but it builds a lot of heat. So I can then punish the next room of enemies. Although the line of sight can mess you up. Alright, we're done here. So as you can see, Ember held. Obviously having a good weapon like the Foreman, properly modded, goes a very long way, but Ember held. Oh, and we got a baddie. Alright. That, I don't think, stripped his armor. I wonder if that was because of the shields. I mean, he's going to die to the slash, isn't he? Let me see. Yeah, it looks like the this guy's not getting armor stripped by Ember. That's a thing to be aware of then. It didn't seem to affect Mania that way. There we go. Easy peasy. No problem whatsoever. Jock saying I'm going to head out. Wish everyone a great evening or night. Thank you very much, Jock. You have a good one. Another Umbral Urali went? No. Urali has enough Umbral for her. She doesn't need any more. It's fine. Didn't we have a level 5 hype train recently? We did. What did we do for that one? I mean, I actually can't remember on that one. I genuinely can't remember. What did I think of the early dev gameplay of Soulframe? It's certainly living up to the Soul's name, isn't it? It's there. I can see that DE, certainly the devs at DE, have got a very strong inclination to move towards Souls-like gameplay. Yeah. Did DE already do the Devstream? Yep, that was before my stream. It's interesting. Is the soul frame angle they're going with there, and we're seeing some of it in how what's it, the Duviri gameplay we've seen snippets of seems to have elements of that as well, which is interesting. I've never gotten into Dark Souls myself, the whole Souls franchise. I've looked at it, it's not really been my thing in the past. I've never been a big one for boss fights, just in general. You'll notice how little I do Prophet Taker or Eidolons here on this stream. So, we'll see. Is all I'm going to put on that. We will see. In any case, that Ember build, as you saw there, it held. It did what it needed to do. So I'm quite happy with that. Prevention from knockdowns, pretty important thing. Having rolling guard, having the healing there, energy management. I've gone for a very, very efficient build there. You can definitely bring down the efficiency as you're more comfortable with it. I like to keep things comfortable. Things which are comfortable and easier to use make for more enjoyable gameplay for me. Why I go down that road very often. You can get to see the Devstream, I have to check it. The Devstream was mostly 10 years of nostalgia, and then a couple snippets of Duviri gameplay and very work in progress Soulframe gameplay. They said it's really early. They wouldn't share normally, but because of effective promises with the community, they shared. I'm surprised they did that, but they did it. They decided to do so. What was the Devstream drop? It was a Archon Shard. So if I just bring up the bit here, I got out of myself an Amber Archon Shard, which is very nice. That was very nice. Welcome back, Ray. Alright, we've got the, what do we call it? We got the Gifts of the Lotus out of the way. We've done the, we've done the Archon Hunt. We got the Tau Forge on the Archon Hunt. You know what? I don't often do the Steel Path incursions. Let's do the incursions. We got no Corpus ones, so no Nullifier Bubbles to worry about, so that's very nice. Yeah, let's go do some incursions. If you'd like to join me on doing all 5 of these, send me a message in game, the Kengineer. I'll bring you into the squad. We should be able to get through all 5, yeah. We should be able to get through all 5. You missed the Archon Shard by 7 minutes? Ah, that's unfortunate. At least it's just one normal Archon Shard. You're not missing a huge amount. Z-Train, you may indeed join on in. Come on in. Did anyone get Tau Forge? They're all regular from the drop. All regular from the drop, that is. Witherfang joining in. Gloam joining in. Boom, there we are. That's a squad. You'll pretend you got blue. That works. That indeed works. Alright, and there is Gloam. Let's do this. Off the top. Crossfire. I don't know which crossfire it is because they call them crossfires. It is a crossfire exterminate. There we are. I would prefer if they put exterminate rather than crossfire as the mission type. Let's go. You decided to skip it on Devstream when she got the information about TennoCon? Fair enough, yeah. I won't be at TennoCon. Unfortunately, it's a very long distance for me, and the expense is, well, it's too much. Just getting there, staying over in Canada for a bit, and getting back. I can't justify it. So I will not be at TennoCon, unfortunately. The trouble of being on the wrong continent. Even if D gave me a ticket, well, the cost of the ticket isn't the biggest part there, is it? It's the actually getting there, staying there, affording being there, and then coming back again.
I'm still detecting a lot of infestation activity.
I am quite a distance away here in the UK. As much as they may be hosting in London, they're not hosting in London, England. Cheeky little trick right there. Yeah, it's just not an option for me. Yeah, remember, I'm a full-time content creator. It doesn't mean I'm loaded. There's a very, very slim number of content creators who are loaded. I am not one. Can I just jump up this, please? Seriously, God. I don't want to go the long way round. Will I stream it like last year if there's anything? I don't know. I'll be honest with you, Cosmo. I don't know. It depends on what there is to stream, given that they are doing an in-person TennoCon. So, I don't know. Last time it was basically a stream. This year will be an entirely different experience. Did it do pay blood donos in the UK? Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. TennoCon in USA London? No, Canada London. Not USA. Why have we got pets dying over there? Why have you not got the superior Carrier Prime, which doesn't just immediately fall over? Oh, my ass just stuck there. Yeah. Donate a lot of blood? No. I mean, last time I donated blood went pretty badly for me anyway. Nearly passed out. I am not a big person. That amount of blood taken out actually has quite the negative effect on me. Where is the baddie? Oh, he's dead already. That was easy. Oh, hey, synthesis target. Don't know whose it is, but sure, we'll secure it. Why not? Where'd it go? I thought I trapped it. I swear I hit the button for trap it and then it just shot to the side. Anyway. Wait. Not grabbing that star is triggering you? I'll get over it.
Now get to extraction.
I've been in this game so long that a single star is not that big a deal. Also, we are done here, so we can just leave. Can I make an update to my kit gun guides? Nope, no reason to do so. The numbers on the kit guns haven't changed. At least not in any way that is at all important. What's the difference between the USA and the UK? Where do I even start with that? No, I don't start with that. That's where I start with that. No, that question, what's the difference, is incorrect. That's like asking what's the difference between the sun and a bag of chips. They're completely different things. The UK and the US have so much and so little in common. Where do you even begin? No. Exactly, Idle Outlaw. Exactly. Right, I don't know why I'm dicking around down here. Let's get on to the next incursion. You finally got 100 channel points. Congrats, Cosmo. Congrats. Oh, yeah, they're gone now, aren't they? Oh, dear. You got baited hard with the prediction there, Cosmo. You got baited real hard. Ready, Queen? Cheers. I was hydrating, but sure, why not another? Yeah, Grumpy Pants won the biggest out of everyone on that shenanigans with the channel points prediction. Gambled 46,400 and got back an extra 87% on top of that. Grumpy Pants is loving life.
These foes deserve your respect.
That feeling is not universal to everyone here at the moment, I can tell though. You're not hoarding channel points, you're tactically saving them? Alright. Alright. Excellent points losers. Wow, Grumpy Pants. Wow, you need to rename yourself to Rude Pants. That was harsh. Be graceful when you rob a man blind. Why am I doing this? We're just looking into a hostage. I defaulted straight into Exterminate again. It's not. Same tile, different mission. Just need to go. Oh, there is a floor there. I can't jump through that floor. Oh, I am just spamming buttons and not making a lot of progress. It's embarrassing.
I knew you would come. Thank you.
I mean, I almost got there in time. Almost. Am I digging around? It's fine. I will just be one of the quicker ones out. That's what I'll do.
Got a weapon for me? I've got some scores to settle.
Nope. Okay, I'm just going to get stuck on the wall there. That's fine. So much architecture has random lips on it. It messes me up when I'm trying to be quick. It's fine.
It is done.
Ah. Is it wrong to be hyped over Wisp Prime already? It is wrong, yes. Nothing about Wisp Prime has been announced in any way whatsoever, so to be hyped about it already is kind of weird. Alright, another mission down. Next one is... oh, Disruption. Okay, well, let's key it in to start. And then whilst we load, I am going to switch weapon. There we go. Have I decided on whether I'll do a part 2 of my One Small Change video? I will probably do a part 2. I will probably do a part 2. It won't be anytime soon, because I have got other video ideas already up in the works. But I will probably be doing a part 2, yes. Has anyone redeemed the postcard? Not as yet, no. Someone redeemed the option that existed before the postcard, which was twice expensive and was to melt down every single item sculpture I had in the living quarters of my orbiter. That was something like, I think it was 267 item sculptures got melted down in one single go for that redemption. Obviously that can't happen twice, so that's when the postcard became an option. But it has yet to be redeemed on that level.
So we can get this thing started.
It was Quintus who redeemed it, that's right, Cosmo, yeah. Quintus nuked my collection. Whatever. Because that was a lot of sculptures right there, 267, you know? That's not a small amount, every single one socketed. That's giving me a lot of endo.
Conduit keys are carried by high-ranking marketing mucks. Knock them down, see what they've got.
You're looking forward to One Small Change second video? Fair do. Like I say, it won't be out anytime in the immediate future. I've got other bits and pieces in the works already.
Keep it clear of that conduit.
I can hear... oh, I could hear the Demolisher, but then they got caught, so that's fine. I will just grab this and go plug this in over somewhere else then. We only need to do 4 conduits, so if they can hold on like that... oh, hello. Okay, that is a tanky boy. I don't think I have stacks on my guns. Yeah, I've not been shooting, have I? Whoops! Yeah, having stacks on your guns helps, who knew? Actually shoot things. If you intend to use that gun on the seal path. That would help.
Demo unit coming in fast.
Whoops.
That thing blows and you can kiss the conduit goodbye.
Also, this is Lavos. I'm not using the Zarta's Whisper trick, which would increase my damage 11-fold. There we go. That jumped through it. We just need to find where the last one is, and we'll be good. And it is this way. Set cold, slow it down, and it's dead.
Got a few seconds before the system resets. We can take.
We are good to extract.
Game.
Demolishers can be a bit strong, but with enough setup, you'll be fine. You'd be fine. Dylan C saying, first time catching you live. You guys are always so helpful. Thought I'd drop by and say thanks for helpful stuff. You're very welcome, dude. Hope you enjoy sticking around on the Twitch channel as well whilst you're here.
And so we learn the importance of clarity, purpose.
That's another one of these down. Wonder when Seven Off Prime will be released? Not for a while yet. Not for a long while yet. Not for a very, very long while. I let Lil say, hey chat, did you know Magus Lockdown doesn't get dispelled by Demolisher auras? So if you're having trouble, we use Magus Lockdown. Yeah, that works. Magus Lockdown is absolutely an option you can use. Cold Procs is a good option as well, because Cold Procs slow down the Demolishers, and there's nothing they can do about it. Was their Cold Proc the Cold Procs? Like, they can't just dispel it. It lasts until it's gone. So Cold Procs are a very strong proc you can use to slow down all Demolishers. Alright, Interception. Not my favourite mission type, but it is the mission we have. Does Gloom work on Demolishers? I haven't tested it. Maybe? I haven't tested it. There is the risk, of course, if you get in range of them, they'll just dispel it. And then there goes your crowd control and everything else, there goes your healing until you recast it, which you have to be careful about. Alright, let's get into position for the mission. Someone's going to come through and stand on that one. I'll just go all the way over to this side. I'll grab A. Yeah, you can do various things to deal with Demolishers, but honestly, something like Cold Procs just does so much work anyway. Like I say, you've also got Magus Lockdown if you need on your operator. They're asking, do I better represent Naramon or Madurai? I don't understand the question, I'll be honest with you. I don't understand the question. Oh, hacking the console. We're not allowed. Get off it. I had enough weak enemies to build up my Foreman stacks on. There we go. There we are. Found enough enemies to build the stacks on. Now Foreman hurts. The difference those stacks make is honestly staggering. As are the impact procs. Gotta run now. Alright, you take care, Grumpy. Catch you around. If Naruman wasn't on about knowing your enemy? It was, yeah, so I suppose by that technical detail, yes, that would be it. Why are we constantly in conflict? Back off. So many of them spawning at the moment. Elsewhere. There we go, finally caught this one. A is under threat, so let's head over that away. Zappy, Flappy, got them off. Yep, we have re-secured the point, it's all good. Descriptions don't have a lot of meaning. Yeah, the descriptions of the Tenno folk schools are very flavoury. They don't match what they actually do in game. They try to, they don't. I'm not sure how they would match the descriptions in game for more than like one or two abilities, so it's understandable they don't really line up. It's just kind of what it is. It's just a little bit weird that rather than remaking the descriptions to fit the themes that have been actually created, new players being introduced to the focus system instead are still met with those pointless descriptions as if the descriptions mean something. They really don't. That just ends up confusing new players. Like, I picked the school that was about knowing your enemy, but it's given me this thing where I can not lose combo. What was combo again? I forgot what was combo. Is that really working out? Is that really the introduction we want to give new players to the focus system? I wouldn't say so. That's my vibe on it. Oh, I missed that enemy. Where are they? They're in here. Just stood inside the spawn room for some reason. Yeah, Vazarin is healing both you and your allies. General defensive stuff. And gives instant revives. Neramon is focused more on melee support. So it gives you combo meter reduction. Or rather, reduce the amount of combo you lose when the combo meter runs out. It's got that benefit there for you. I think it also has some kind of synergy with finishers and operator mode. You've got Zeneric, which is more caster energy support. Being able to generate more energy by giving you free cast abilities. And on top of that, it also has the disarming ability and slowing abilities. You've got Madurai, which is all about pure damage output. It is just the strong boy approach. You've got Onairu, which is about enemy armor stripping reduction and saving yourself against death. Did I cover them? Vazarin, defense, Naramon melee, Generate caster, Madurai, damage and strength, Onairu, yeah, Onairu defense stripping. Yeah, that's all of them really. Onairu is the you are weaker approach to dealing damage, and Madurai is the I am stronger approach to dealing damage. Zeneric is the I can do more approach. Naramon is the I will lose less approach. And Vazarin is the I can do this all day approach. Yeah. But even those summaries don't really work. Because yeah, as Chloe mentions, Onairu gives knockdown immunity. Which doesn't fit. And it's nice to have, it just doesn't fit the other bits that it does. Because the schools aren't mono-focus. I mean, it'd be silly for an operator to have a mono-focus setup. It wouldn't be viable in most situations then, because you wouldn't have answers to other stuff. You could just say in general summaries, like, the Tenno of the Zeneric school were masters of their Warframe abilities. Able to cast more frequently. No. Able to cast their abilities even when all others could not. Just going with that. To indicate the, you know, inner might ability. Naramon were the ways of the sword. Their blows could strike harder and more reliably than others. Yada yada. That kind of approach, I think, would better fit the actual stats they have. It doesn't have to cover everything, doesn't have to talk about Zeneric slowing, Naramon finishers. But give me an idea. Madurai were the masters of strength, even without their Warframes. Because they've got, what's it? Void Strike. That kind of stuff. When you get a chance, what's your build for Fulmination? Fulmination is a mod. I guess you just mean the Fulmin. And you should be able to see that with the Warframe Arsenal overlay. If you tap onto your screen, or if you're mobile, it's in one of the drop-down boxes somewhere. I forget exactly where. But yeah, it should be on the Warframe Arsenal overlay on the stream itself. That'll show you the mods I'm using, not just on the Fulmin, but on everything I've got at once. Should be there. Just ignore that enemy because they are bundled up under abilities. Yeah, Madurai offense, Vazarin defense, Zeneric casting, Naramon melee, Onairu, enemy debuffs. Or just debuffing. Go with that. Because, I mean, its debuffs are so strong, it can wipe the shields entirely off of the, the Steel Path Treasurers. Those guys who have the absolutely ridiculously strong shields. And Naira just goes, click, you've got no shields. Heh. Easy. I look exactly like I sound? You know, some people would disagree with you on that, but fair enough. Welcome in, Zombie Gutter. Now I'm on the weakest and worst focus school after Focus 3.0, is it? I know it's not killing Void Angels. But you've got the melee combo counter not fading away, so that's useful. That is pretty pants. Sling Stun, you can use that to open up finishers. I would like it if you didn't have to cast the ability for Sling Stun, because previously you didn't have to do anything special, you just Void Dash your enemies. That does slow it down, so I would like to see that made nicer, but that's what we get. Maybe if it was just a toggle. That... Lifted status. Operator movement speed. Void Sling. Opening Slam. Getting double combo. I'll agree, yeah. No, it is a bit pants, isn't it? It is a bit pants. I'll agree, yeah. It's the worst one. It is the worst one. I'll agree with you there. Cafe Filter, requesting Garuda. Why would we want Garuda, Cafe Filter? Just to be clear, we're going into the final incursion. The incursion is a defection mission. Why would we want Garuda for a defection mission? What's good about that? Silly question, any vaulted primes I should prioritize trading for? It depends on what you're prioritizing trading for. Sid Shadow, are you trying to get platinum? Are you trying to get frames? Are you trying to look cool? You really like Garuda, so you want to see a build. Garuda is not a good Warframe to use for defection, in my opinion. So I will not show you a build on that one. What I will do, however, Cafe, because of the time on the stream as well, I know that we won't get into proper demonstration with Garuda. Although didn't I cover Garuda? Let me just check here real quick. I thought I put out at least something on Garuda already. Garuda. Yeah, Garuda, Nagataka, Corvus Prime, Triple Guide. There we are, I covered all three in one. You should be up. Yeah, I'll just exclamation mark Garuda. There you are. So I've already done a video on Garuda. If you want to check her out generally, you can check that there. What I'll do is I'll refund you the points on your request there, Cafe. I'll refund you that, but we're not going to bring that into the mission. What we're going to do here... We've already got a Wisp in the squads. I'm going to bring Volt. And for our own survival, I'm going to bring Capacitance Volt. We lose a lot of strength in the process, I know. Oh wait, no, I can't do that. It's got Raw in it. Never mind. Back it. I can put Capacitance onto this somewhere somehow. Capacitance. That should work. Yeah, that'll work. I have Beckle of the tank in this though. Can I fit this one onto there? Yes, I can. That'll do. Close enough. It's not perfect, but it's a build. Right, let's roll with it. Let's roll with it. It's fine. Yeah, that Gara command is still there, yes. Cosmo said, can you refund me the points for the prediction earlier? I cannot, Cosmo. There are no refunds on the prediction once I've handed out to the winners. I could have cancelled the prediction. I could have had the haha moment and then gone, by the way, no, that's unfair. Let's send the points back. But that wouldn't be fun. It had to be done. Speed! Let's go. Yep. Hack this open. Up. No, I've done it wrong. There we are, that'll do. Alright, we need to summon the crew. Bring him over.
The infestation is airborne and it's slowly killing the crew. The med boosters.
Crew, go! Super speed, run! Look at him go! Oh, that is beautiful. That speed boost is beautiful. Go. What the fuck are you doing? What is this guy doing? Huh? What is the point of a speed boost if he just... What are you doing? Go! Go! What an absolute moron. So it turns out that the AI don't particularly handle that too well. But it's fine. Let's repower this a little bit. It looks like it could do some. Why did you never try to think to try this into effectors? It didn't used to work like over a year ago, but beyond that, I don't know. Maybe you just didn't think about it. I didn't mean to get into that. I meant to tell them to move. Ah. Go. Let's just derping around a little bit. Witherfangers down. No. They're getting stuck in the walls because of speed. Ah, they're fine. They're figuring it out. This game doesn't handle being played well. Kinda, yeah. Alright, we can extract now. It allows us to continue, but we've got no reason to continue. We are here for the Seal Essence. We can just leave. You know? We're done. We saved 8 people. I think that makes us heroes. Does it work on Zephyr's Turbulence too? Probably. You shoot at me with your little pew pew gun. This is an amp. Never mind. Never mind. This is not an amp. This is the end of the mission. Okay. Sure. I see you've played Ampy Extracty before. Oh well, we did the mission. That's the main bit. We did the mission. Beat you to it, Idle Outlaw. Beat you to it. Oh dear. Amp is so powerful it ends the mission. Yeah, that was definitely what happened there. I activated my amp and it was just so strong that the mission ended instantly. Because there was no more infestation. I just one-tapped the entire infestation in the whole solar system. You're welcome. I saved the world. Anyway, that is all of the incursions done. So Z-Trade with the Fan Globe, thank you very much for joining in on those. And that, my wonderful Tenno, is unfortunately the last mission we're going to do today. But don't go anywhere just yet. First of all, we have got the Platinum giveaway to do. So if you haven't already grabbed yourself a ticket, and only if you haven't already grabbed yourself a ticket, otherwise you're going to rate limit the bot. Exclamation mark ticket for the chance to win it. It doesn't matter what platform you're on. All 4 platforms are eligible to join in. Everyone gets 1 ticket, regardless of who you are. Regardless of whether you're a subscriber or not, there's equal chances for everyone. We don't do that subscriber bonus BS for these pack giveaways. No. Everyone gets a chance. I'll give you a moment to grab those tickets for those of you who did not already realise that a raffle is indeed happening. Whilst we're at it as well, let's talk about that. I've of course got the video out, if you've missed it over on YouTube, we've got a video out about the buffs to Citриne's farm, because the Mirror Defense farm has been changed. There is no more credit drop on Rotation A, and instead they've added in Neo Relics. They've also made a number of other changes throughout the drop tables there. So you can check out the 5-minute guide on how that has actually affected the farm overall. Aside from that, we have also got on Friday the variety stream. And if you are newly subscribed, to those of you who have been gifted subscriptions especially, make sure you connect up your Discord and Twitch accounts so that you can access the Supporter Tea Lounge over on the Discord. Because there is a poll every week for what is happening on the Friday stream so that you can pick what you would like to see. Alright then. I think that's about enough time for everyone to grab a ticket if they needed to grab one. So I'm seeing, yep, I'll just checking they got theirs. Yep, they've done it. Yeah, everyone seems to have grabbed the ticket when they're asking for one. So let's close those entries the winner today of the Platinum giveaway for this stream is indeed Gorilla with a Glock. They definitely did not hold me at gunpoint. I just want to make that clear, chat. They did not hold me at gunpoint there. But Gorilla with a Glock, congratulations. You are the winner of today's Platinum giveaway. I'll be contacting you here on Twitch in the next few minutes. Get hold of your Warframe username and platform. Make sure we get that sent on over to you. Congratulations, my dude. To everyone else, I do hope you have enjoyed today's stream, and probably also the dev stream if you did catch it from D. I'm going to be live again on Friday for whatever's voted for on the Sports Tea Lounge, and on Sunday we have got the Hildren Prime Access giveaway. So definitely make sure you are around for that as well. Same rules apply just with this raffle. 1 ticket message anywhere during the 3-hour stream on Sunday could be your ticket to having a Hildren Prime Access. But in the meantime, that is on Sunday. For now, we need to be ready on over to another part of the Warframe community. Who are we going to raid today? Who should we raid today, chat? Let's see. Anyone on my followers list I feel like raiding? We've been to them recently. That doesn't count. He's playing not Warframe, so I won't do that. Let's have a look. Who have we got to raid on over to? This shadow saying don't need that. Has already bought it. It's the best look on the giveaway. Fair do, fair do. That's absolutely fine. If you want to leave it to someone else, you're welcome to do so. If you have already purchased the Hildren Prime Access pack or any of the components of it, you still get the pack again if you were to be the winner. So you'd still get the Platinum, you would still get an extra copy of Hildren Prime, you get an extra copy of Blacksmith Prime, you get an extra copy of Shade Prime if you really wanted to do that. So you are not ineligible just for having purchased any part of the Prime Access already. But if you want to leave it to someone else who hasn't purchased it, that is perfectly understandable. Absolutely. 2K Platters Park? It's not 2K though. It's not 2K. Let me just, if I go warframe.com/Prime Access, is that how I access it? Prime-Access. It is 3,990 Platinum in the Haven pack. 3,990 Platinum. Untradeable Platinum because it's a giveaway, but still, that's a lot. Palmer Farmer, you've missed the Platinum giveaway today, though. No, you missed that. Alright, let's see, who can we go to? I'm going to load this up into English, because I only speak English. I only want to raid to an English stream. Not VTuber. I don't read VTubers. Mr. Roadblock. Let's have a look. What are they doing today? I'm just going to quickly double check, make sure they're not about to end their stream as well. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, let's annoy them. Let's raid on over. We're going to Mr. Roadblock _. Cool, that's a name. There we are. The raid is up. We are heading on over to there. I'm going to post the link 3 times in chat as well, just in case anyone doesn't catch the raid. So if for some reason the raid fails on Twitch, follow that after the raid. Don't go ahead early. But that is all from me today. I hope you have enjoyed yourselves, and I'll catch you in the next one on Friday. Until then, bye well, Tenno.